kickoff draft day at Legends Attic in Claremont this Thursday, April 24th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon as we broadcast live with Rams legend and Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce. You'll have the opportunity to win signed memorabilia, trading cards, Legends Attic gear, and Angels tickets. For more information and to purchase your tickets to meet Isaac Bruce, visit legendsattic.com. We'll see you on Thursday, April 24th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
The biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland on 710.
I'm rebooting my life, John.
Believe it when I see it.
It's the Waba Grill Lunch Hour with Mason and Ireland. Waba Grill. What's their secret? It's in their sauce. Their sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Mason.
I've got to clean up my act.
Ireland.
I'm just a dope.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour is on right now.
Good
afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
What is going on? It is Thursday. Bergman's hanging out. Bry Lar here. Ireland and Idaho. Dodgers win last night. They complete a sweep of the Colorado Rockies. We're getting ready. It's kind of the calm before the storm because both the Lakers and the Kings kick off their playoff runs coming up this weekend. Actually, Kings are Monday.
Did they finally decide that?
Yeah, that's going to be game one, and game two is going to be Wednesday. Gotcha. For the Kings at Crypto. And then, of course, the Lakers are going Saturday, Tuesday. So Bergman was at the game last night.
Now, Greg, I call BS on something.
Uh-oh.
You claim you got out of there, you stayed to the last pitch, got out of there, and got home all within an hour?
Garbage.
100%
yes.
100%.
How?
If Jorge was here, he could vouch for me because we did it every single time that we went to a game together.
It's not hard to get out
Where
of there.
the hell are you parking?
So in GA. That's the only way to do it. Is you have to park in
What
GA.
lot is that?
It's just
GA is like all
general,
the way out.
all the way in the back. It's
Like when you first come up Sunset, it's to the left.
Yeah, there's a couple
that's
different
smart.
ones.
So you park farther away from the stadium
Correct.
and then get you out quicker.
You also park head out, so you're already facing out, and
Right.
you park near and as close to an exit as possible. So you watch the last pitch.
Yep.
You walk out. You go to your car. And then you immediately just go out and get out. I'm in and out. I even had to come back to the station to get my car and then go home. I was home by 10:40.
Wait a minute, get your car. Oh,
yeah, Gene drove.
Gene drove.
Dropped me off here.
Okay,
I
got
went
it.
back
Now,
home.
did you Shohei led off the game with the home run? Did you see it?
Yep. We were there at 6:30, so we saw. That was, by the way, John, that's the first time I've ever seen a Shohei Ohtani home run.
I've never been in person for a Shohei home run.
It was incredible.
Yeah, he is. And that thing, Greg, I thought he might have hit it out of the pavilion. It went like 20 rows deep.
448 feet from home plate. 12th homer as a Dodger that went at least 445. Two more than any other Dodger player in history, at least since StatCast started.
I don't understand why pitchers throw him strikes.
He strikes out a lot, John. A lot.
But mostly swinging at pitches that are out of the zone. But if you throw a pitch right down the middle to that guy, I mean, you might as well just forget it.
Oh, yeah. No, the sound off the bat, too. If you weren't watching, like if you were looking down at your phone while he was up, which is crazy talk, but if you were and you heard it, you'd be like, oh, that's a home run. It was majestic is the only way to put it.
Yeah, it was a big bomb. Now, I will say this, though. Am I the only guy that thinks they should change the lineup and put Mookie on top and Shohei second?
Why? What's your thinking?
My thinking is the bottom of the lineup, until last night, the bottom of the lineup was not productive. Why not give Mookie a chance to get on base for Shohei batting second? Get him a base runner out there before he actually comes to the plate.
The way that I look at it, John, is that they just won a World Series with him as a leadoff hitter. He is basically the best leadoff hitter in all of baseball because he can put you up 1-0 right away like he did last night, or actually tied it at 1-1.
Yeah,
but he is the best hitter on the team. You get him more at bats.
Yeah,
I was just going to say,
bumping
Mace,
him to second doesn't necessarily limit. I mean, technically, but probably not.
You want him. You know, he's a once in a generation player. Greg's right. You want him to get as many at-bats as humanly possible, and the only way to do that is to have him get lead off.
I want him to get as many bats as humanly possible with people on base.
Well,
but the bottom of the lineup is not probably going to stay
night it
bad.
came around, but the
Didn't
bottom of the
Edmund
lineup
hit
has not been
ninth
good.
last year?
He did.
But he's hitting higher in the lineup now.
Yeah, he's too good of a hitter to have him that
What's
low.
the bottom of the lineup now? What are the
Conforto.
last
Last night it was Conforto, Pages, and Barnes.
Muncy, Pages, Barnes, and that one. So
Muncy's been just lost.
Muncy, he's been on the base for this series against Colorado twice in every single game. Last night he went 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 runs scored.
Oh, right. Last night he did have 2 hits. You're right.
Right.
But he's been in a terrible slump.
But he's starting to come around. There was also a play that Muncy had where in his first at-bat, he just missed a home run. He's starting to come around. His eye is starting to get better. His swing's looking a little bit better. He's a guy that you wait on a little bit because he is going to get – he's frustrating right now, but he's going to be better soon.
Right. Well, he's hitting the ball hard. Last night he hit the ball hard, which is good.
So.
And Austin Barnes out of nowhere.
That was his first hit of the year.
First hit of the year.
And
it was
he
a
brought
good
in
one.
2. Yeah,
2-run double.
Yeah.
And do you make it all the way to the end? Did you make it to Tanner Scott's final out?
I did. I watched
close
Tanner
game.
Scott.
That makes it exciting.
Yep. I watched the last pitch and immediately got up and walked to our car and we got out. By the way, John, parking is a scam inside Dodger Stadium.
In what way?
And don't be close to the stadium.
No, I do like to be close to the stadium.
Well, you like to be close.
But then that's why it takes you an hour and a half to get out.
That's why you complain. You also play 2 to 3 times more than I pay by parking in GA. Just walk.
Yeah, but here's my problem, and this is, you know what it is.
You can't find.
I can't find my car afterwards. So I want to be in a lot close because I know if it's a small lot, like if I'm in P or B
or K
or H or K, it's a contained spot. It's harder to lose your car. GA looks so intimidating, like I'm never going to find my car again.
You pay $150 and have to sit in traffic for an hour afterwards.
$150.
Well, they're
That's
expensive.
An exaggeration.
Yeah, parking in Los Angeles is. And by the way, all that money's going to Frank McCourt.
Frank McCourt.
Also,
Can you
your
believe
phone
that?
tells you where your car is parked.
My phone does not.
No, he
I've
doesn't.
tried it. I've tried dropping pins. All that
No,
crap
you don't have
doesn't
to. You
work.
don't have to do that.
You
I
don't have
don't
to do
know
none of
how to
that.
drop a pin.
You don't have to drop a pin. If you just go to your Google Maps, it says car parked here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
see,
Apple Maps.
I don't think I have that feature.
You have it. You just don't know how to use it.
No, I definitely don't know how to use it.
No, your Siri doesn't tell you what to do.
My Siri. Yeah, it's
you
Siri.
should try it though. Siri, take me to my car.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. I'll ask her next time I'm lost.
When you're walking to your car, next to
We
your
went-
car.
So I took,
Disneyland, man.
I
That's
took
where I
my
do it.
mom and Stryker, the radio guy, to the Imagine Dragons concert a few years ago. Absolutely lost afterwards. Had no idea where we were parked. Wandered around the parking lot for at least 20 minutes trying to find the car.
Why don't you just take a picture of what section you're in before you go inside?
Well, John, okay, so if you take a picture of GA, there are a few thousand cars there. If you take
No,
a
there's
picture,
not like an F5.
No.
there's like a 3.
There's
a
a
ball
GA.
with a 3. There's a G, like there's different
GA3?
Well, yeah. So like when we were walking in, we are like, okay, we're right to the left of this 3 ball. So you take a picture or you look at it, 3 ball, go to the left. There's the car.
By the way, Greg, what happened in that game? I went out to dinner. The power went out here last night. There
Yeah,
was this
that's what you
huge,
said,
big
yeah.
windstorm. So we left and went to dinner to a place that had power. And when I walked in, it was 7-1. And when I walked out, it was 7-6.
Yeah, Bobby Miller just got crushed.
So that first inning, John, was fantastic. Exactly what we've been missing with the Dodgers, where they just were getting hit after hit after hit. And then Bobby Miller blew up in the third.
Yeah.
He just
Someone hit a grand slam?
Yes.
Yeah, it's that,
Okay.
that catcher kid.
Josh Toley or something.
Togli.
Yeah,
It's
Toglia.
a weird. He's a rookie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
By the way,
Toglia. You're right. It's
Toglia,
Toglia.
yeah, he had coming into it was like he was batting like 120 with no home runs and 1 RBI.
Yeah.
After that, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, completely changed his season because Bobby Miller is a mess.
So, Ireland, I have a friend. I was telling Bergman about this, and I won't say his name or what cruise line he's on.
Okay.
But he is sick on a cruise ship right now down in Florida.
And so is the boat out in the water?
Boat's out in the water.
Which is your biggest fear, right?
Oh,
that
my
those
God.
Things are floating Petri
It
dishes.
is a floating Petri dish,
you're
and
gonna
now
catch
he's
some
sick,
virus.
and I told him, don't go. Don't go on a cruise. Now, Brian Cohen, you go on cruises, right?
Yep, and I don't get sick, so, it's got to be
but
the person.
The food just lays out all over the place. And
I love, Brian, I'm with you. I love cruises.
You do not.
You got to go to the sit-down dinners.
You would not be caught dead on a cruise, John Ireland.
I've been on 3 of them.
But would you now, wait a minute.
Why is now different than earlier?
Yeah, wait a
probably
minute.
Better now.
So you're a cruise lover, John? Three cruises means you love cruises.
Well, I didn't pay for any of them. They were all family trips.
Oh, okay.
That must be nice.
Well, my grandparents wanted our whole family together.
That's nice. That is nice. That is cool.
The first one I ever went on was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And then about 5 years later, I went on another one. Then I just went on like a 2-day to Mexico.
Yeah.
All like my family wanted to get everybody together, and we were fine.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
post-COVID, it is a different animal,
diagnosed him all the way in Florida. Norovirus, get off that ship!
You didn't diagnose anybody.
Is he still sticking his hands in the shrimp?
Still reaching into all the shrimp,
still have never
pulling
seen
out a
this,
handful,
elbow
handful
deep
of
in shrimp and just going to the bottom ones because they're colder.
Yeah, disgusting. All right, coming up next for you, let's do a little Lakers Timberwolves. There's an interesting trend that says the Lakers could definitely go on a run this year. That is coming up next for you. In the meantime, it's time to Chumba. At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You're never going to run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You can redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking. The game is on. Suit up. Take your shot and let's go to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
This is us.
It's Game 82 as the Kings conclude the season at Crypto.com Arena against the Calgary Flames. Tune in tonight for all the action at 6:30 on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. AvnerGat.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people?
Why do they grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins, fresh steamed vegetables, and signature sauces. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you. Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer that question.
You're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
I'm going to try this again. So I did a little research. When the leadoff hitter comes to bat, about 33% of the time with a runner on.
Okay.
If you're batting second, 42% of the time there's a runner on for you.
Okay.
So why would you not? I understand the number of at-bats, but why would you want Shohei Ohtani not to come to the plate with a runner on, especially when he has such success with runners on?
Well, first of all, this year he's had trouble hitting with runners on base. Just this year. It's a very small sample.
But
historically,
he's been correct. Only 5 or 6 at bats. That's the problem. He hasn't come to the plate with runners on a lot. And you will go to the plate as a leadoff hitter and only have a runner on 33% of the time. But if you're batting second, 42% of the time, there's at least one runner on. That's why I don't
know.
Yeah.
Is how many at-bats over the course of a season would Ohtani lose if you moved him from first to second? Would it be 10? Would it be 20? Would it be 100? That would help me make a decision because I want him to get as many at-bats as – I see where you're going.
See, I want him to have
like
as many RBI opportunities as possible.
Yeah, but if he never gets up, if that's going to cost you 10 at-bats, then I'm on board with your plan. If it's going to cost me 100 – then maybe not.
So the bottom of the lineup has been a problem early in the season, but we had this exact same conversation at the beginning of last season that the bottom of the lineup was a problem. It will change. They will start getting on base as they did last night. Last year, in the leadoff spot, Shohei Ohtani had 130 RBIs.
Correct. But he could add more. No, it's just factually
nothing
numbers.
is guaranteed.
No, it's not guaranteed, but again, if you're the second batter in the lineup, you're more likely to see a base runner on than if you're in the leadoff spot.
The pressure that you put on your pitcher by having Shohei Ohtani lead off a game.
Oh, you mean Mookie doesn't put pressure on him with Shohei coming up second?
Yeah, it's very different between Shohei and Mookie. Mookie is an exceptional player. But nobody is Shohei Ohtani. Nobody. There is no other Shohei Ohtani.
I don't disagree.
If I had Shohei leading off, this is why the Phillies have, what's his name? Kyle Schwarber lead off.
Yeah, Schwarber.
Because when you go up 1-0 because of that power that he has, it puts so much pressure. No matter what, if you
I get. And by the way, it's also the on base average. Shohei's on base average is great. Schwarber's on base average is tremendous, and you can get away without. You don't necessarily need a speed guy. Now the Dodgers do. I don't know if he's going to steal as much this year.
He's the speed guy.
But yeah, he is the speed guy. Although Mookie can also be that guy. So it's something I've been thinking about, and I wanted to throw it out there. Again, last year, he moved to the leadoff spot when Mookie got hurt. He's still been there, had a great year. I'd like to see him more with base runners on. And you just cited, you cited he's been at the plate with base runners how many times this year?
I think it's 5 or 6. And
okay.
He struck out like 5 times. But that's the bottom of the lineup has been a problem.
He's only been at the plate 5 or 6 times with a runner on?
Yes. He's only
Ireland, does that change your mind?
Well,
only 5 or 6 times a runner's been on for him while he's come to the plate.
How many games has he played?
He's played all the games. He's played 20.
What are we, 11 and 12? And
he's played 20 games.
20 games.
Yeah, I see what you're trying to do. I just don't want to take away at-bats from him. I need that number. How many more at-bats? If you left Mookie and Shohei where they are, how many more at-bats would Shohei get than Mookie? How many more plate appearances?
Yeah, it's good. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a good question.
And also, how many times does Shohei hit a home run, and you still get Mookie up to the plate, and he's now a secondary leadoff hitter in some senses. So you still get. Was
that Shohei's first leadoff home run this year?
I don't think so.
You think he let off another game with a home run?
I feel like he did, but that's because he's Shohei and he just is consistently hitting home runs.
By the way, Bobby Miller's. I don't know if he's ever going to be the same guy.
I don't know.
2 years ago, we were so excited. Here's this young pitcher, hot prospect, came up, won double-digit. I think he won 12 games.
Something like that.
As a rookie. Last year, completely scuffles. This year, off to a rough start now through 84 pitches last night. 6 earned runs, 8 hits. They hit him really hard. As a spot starter, yes, but I think that guy needs more cooking at AAA if he's going to figure it out.
So Bobby Miller last night, I thought it was absolutely going to change for him. He gave
First 2 innings, he was great.
He was great. He had 7 strikeouts in the game, and then that 3rd inning, he just fell apart.
Yep.
His pitch count was really high, but it's something that I think they're going to give him another go because of the fact that he had those 7 strikeouts and he was pitching well. If he can get that pitch count down and not give up a couple of those little hits that he was giving up, then I think he's going to be okay. But he gave up a grand slam to a nobody hitter.
Right.
But he was basically challenging him because he had a 7-1 lead.
Right.
That was it was a problem. But I hope he does get better.
Yeah, I hope he gets better. Hope he improves. He's going to have to go back to OKC, though.
Yep.
So Ireland, I came across this, I think Laura came across this stat, that the last 5 Lakers head coaches have won a championship.
Yeah, I sent that to you the other day.
Won it in their first year. Okay, that was from you. I didn't realize that was from Laura. So won it in their first year. What's that dynamic? First of all, is there any explanation for that?
Well, number one, the Lakers always have good players.
Right.
That's the one thing. But I think it was Pat Riley, Paul Westhead, Phil Jackson, Frank Vogel, and I'm leaving somebody out. But Bill Sharman maybe.
Okay.
They all won it in their very first year, which bodes very well for JJ. But it doesn't, like Phil went on to win more titles. Riley went on to win more titles. It doesn't have to be in the first year. It's just the last 5 have done it.
Yeah, and
which I thought was kind of weird.
And obviously, it doesn't guarantee anything. It's just a fluky stat that's interesting. I'm going to say something here. I think that the Lakers have 3 of the 4 best players in the series. Does that sound right to you? 3 of the best 4 players in the series. I would think Luka 1, Ant 2, LeBron 3, Austin 4.
I don't disagree with that. Julius Randle and Rudy Gobert would probably be next on that list, though.
Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, they might have the next 4 best players. I'd put Dorian in there somewhere.
Yeah, Dorian, I think, would be in that.
3 of the best 4?
Yeah, 3 of the best 4 is fine, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I do think, and not that it matters, I think that when you get deeper into the rotation, I think the Timberwolves have a little bit more talent towards the end of their rotation than the Lakers do. But 4 of the best 7, I feel really, really good about. And we were just talking Ireland. I've got a big week next week. I'm going to the Lakers on Tuesday and the Kings on Wednesday.
There you go.
Yeah. And
you might have to set up camp at the at Cappy's Hotel.
Yeah, that's right. And the rule is, by the way, I never leave a playoff game early.
Oh, please.
No, I won't leave a game early.
The whole thing?
The whole playoff. Yeah, no, playoffs are different than some random game in February.
Were up or down 20,
no, I'm staying. In fact, I want a good seat. I want a game seat.
You're going to actually ask for a seat?
I would like a game seat.
You're not going to be in the suite with everybody? B2 is going to be bumping.
Yeah, I know, but B2 is going to be bumping, but you can't see the game.
No.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the point?
You're partying and drinking and talking to partners.
I don't drink with people at work, except if they're at my house. The only time I drink with people,
you added that.
A couple weeks ago was a definite exception to that.
Yeah, the only time I drink with people at work is when they're at my house. We'll see. I try to lock in during the postseason.
Okay, yeah. But if you're going to get a credential to that game, you have to stay to the end.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
Oh, no, I'm absolutely going to do that.
But I'm going to take the seat next to Beto. That seat
Greg,
next to Beto
never
is
has stayed. He's gone on a credential before and hasn't stayed till the end.
No,
in a regular season.
In a regular season. This is a playoff game, John.
Okay.
It's a playoff game.
Believe it when I see it.
Do you want to put mythical money, John? Because I don't know. I think I'm with you.
Yeah. No, Mason will not stay for the end of the game.
On Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are on the same side?
We're on the same side.
Okay, can I put mythical money on me?
Well, no, then you just do it to spite it.
I'm going to do it to spite you anyway. This will just bring me some mythical money.
Well, Greg, how about this for the bet? Sometime between now and the end of this playoff run, Mason will leave a game early. Is that fair?
Yes, that is fair.
Okay.
So you want to make that wager?
So if you go to
5K.
So you're going to go to every single, as many games as you can.
As many games as he goes to, I say he will leave one of them early.
5K. You got that,
Okay.
Laura?
5K, you got that, Laura? All right. Speaking of Laura, we're going to spin the wheel of questions coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle Saturday night.
Palencia with a blistering one-time shot!
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot.
I didn't know either.
Coverage starts Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap. Are you downsizing or inheriting a home? Want to cash in on your equity? Call Seller's Advantage. They buy homes as is with no costly repairs, agents, or commissions. Get a competitive cash offer and close in days or on your timeline. Seller's Advantage has over 20 years of experience and even offers a $10,000 advance for moving expenses. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your no-obligation offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty Pennington, the home guy, teaming up with Pechanga Resort Casino to give away a brand new house. Imagine yourself in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in incredible Temecula, California. All you need to do is play your favorite slots or table games at Pechanga Resort Casino. The more you play, the more entries you earn. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for complete details on Home Sweet Win.
Rules and conditions apply. Go to Pechanga.com for more details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for?
What is this?
It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
I was a bullfrog.
Hey.
Was a good friend
Little joy to the world.
With the Wheel of Questions?
With the Wheel of Questions, yes. We're getting ready for victories. Lakers over Timberwolves, Kings over Edmonton. Laura, what's on the wheel today? Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a dumbass question.
It is a dumbass question.
I gotcha. All right, so this one came up, and I feel like this one might be targeted to Mason.
Okay.
Not intentionally, but, you know, the wheel has spoken.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So I got an invitation from my cousin this morning for her 40th birthday party for Saturday.
Okay.
And I said,
Today?
hey, exactly. My thoughts.
It's Thursday.
Exactly. So then I said, hey, I will
You were
try.
an afterthought.
That's what I said. I said, you know what? I've had a baby shower. My friends had it planned for like 2 months. If I can go, you're in Tarzana. It's really far. I will try to make it. She got upset and said, you never make it to family functions because you're always working.
Right.
I said, well, I'm always working, so it's hard
Yes.
to go to functions. I said, but you also gave me the invitation at like 8 a.m. on a Thursday for a 40th birthday party that I'm
called her on
sure.
Yeah, that's really late.
You know, you planned. She's like, no. This was like a last minute thing that my husband and I decided to do. And he's like, it's literally just family. It's nothing crazy. The invite is from like Evite. It has like a nice little envelope that opens up.
Sure.
Like, I don't think they planned it today or last night and gave out invitations. So I was like, I know I was an afterthought. I said, it's fine. I said, I'm just letting you know I might not go. So again, she gets upset, whatever. I was like, all right, girl, I'll try. But my thing is, if you send someone an invite last minute, you cannot be mad if they don't show up, right? Especially if it seems like you're an afterthought.
A lot of times we talked about the idea of week of parties. Like, we've talked about the idea that like Monday we'll send out an invitation for Friday or for Saturday, and just be a little bit more spur of the moment, see who shows up, all that kind of stuff. So maybe they are doing a spur of the moment thing. Let me tell you, the Evite thing, 10 minutes you can do an Evite. I mean, that's actually really easy if it's last minute.
But you pay for it.
But it does sound like you're
it's free.
No, you don't. Evite's free. So, Laura, I think you can't make it, right?
I mean, there's a baby shower. I would have to do a lot of hoops, so
probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah. I think probably just a last-minute vacation. I don't think you were like the desperation, let's get one more person, Make-A-Wish girl at my party. I don't think it was anything like that.
Make-A-Wish.
I'm just saying, you kind of did it you did it to Luke.
Luke thought he was the Make-A-Wish boy coming to my party because he got the invitation so late. Yeah.
I just feel like if you do that, you can't be mad if people don't show up.
Yeah. Ireland?
I don't think you should go, and I think you were an afterthought.
See, he's with me.
Now, it's family, though, right?
Yeah, it's my cousin, my first cousin.
First cousin, 40th birthday party.
Come on,
it's
Thursday?
it's a big birthday party. If they really did just put it together that day, and all the people that are on that Evite list just got it for that same day, I would go.
I'm gonna ask my sister, but I don't know if she'll actually tell me the truth.
Why would it's your sister?
We have, I love
she
her.
likes
but,
your first cousin more than you?
I mean,
it seems like a personal problem.
I have family issues.
Family
Don't we all?
issues.
Don't we all, Laura?
So I didn't realize this. Yesterday was Jackie Robinson Day. They had a really cool ceremony this week. He had his first hit on this date in 1947. Right. Monday. 1947. You know what his first hit was?
What?
A bunt.
Really?
Jackie Robinson's first hit was a bunt.
Did you know that, John?
I did not.
This date in 1947, yeah. You never know what you're going to find when you start circling around Laura's prep docs. Hey, Ireland, a lot of people yesterday hit me up with these poem things.
Yeah, with the Lakers
for
and
the
five
Lakers.
thing.
Yeah. Now, anything come up for you? As anybody like I got one. JJ Redick, Wolves pathetic. Get a medic. Lakers in 5.
I have one.
Okay.
It can be Stephen A. Chick-fil-A, tacos in East LA, Lakers in 5.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
These are popular.
I got one too. I need to find it.
I have a lot. Like people sent a lot.
By the way, in terms of the predictions for this series, all the experts have spoken out. There are 10 ESPN experts that have come out and made their picks, and they are all picking the Lakers. Generally speaking, Lakers in 6 is what
Yeah, that's what I think.
most of them have. I think it is going to be Lakers in 5, but 6 would not surprise me at all. I think the Lakers do win the series. I think they've got the best duo still playing. Do they have the best duo still out there playing in the NBA playoffs? I think they do, right?
They have the best duo in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's second in amongst
Probably-
playoff teams?
Probably Tatum and Brown.
Right.
Some people would say Giannis and Dame.
What about Steph and
Dame's going to play in game
Steph
1, by
and
the way.
Jimmy?
They're there. They're in the conversation. Durant and Booker, who had a terrible year.
Didn't even make the playoffs.
Some people would say Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson.
Right.
But I would take Luka and LeBron over any of those.
Yeah, me too. I would take Luka and LeBron over anybody.
It's two of the best players in the league, and they're basically the same kind of guy, too. Huge IQ, pass the ball extremely well, can score at a high clip. There's no one better than those
Ireland,
two.
is it smart? I listened to something today from a Minnesota guy. Minnesota follows Minnesota basketball. And he said that the Minnesota Timberwolves last year in the Western Conference Finals just blitzed Luka.
Right.
And he torched him anyway. The theory is single Luka, make him be the one that beats you, stop everybody else. Is that a theory that would work?
They've been trying it for years. He rode it all the way to the NBA Finals. The problem with doing that is he's such a good passer that if anybody else is making their shots, he doesn't care if he scores. I mean, he might get 20 assists on you. So I don't think it would work. But if they want to try that, I mean, they tried it last year and lost 4-1. So I think they're going to try something different.
Yeah,
If you let Luka drive to the basket every single time, eventually you're going to have to collapse on him and he's going to find somebody. If you don't collapse on him, he's going to score over you. He has such skill getting to the basket and being able to score over even big men. That's a terrible plan.
Yeah, I mean, sloughing off on Lakers in 5. The reality is that the Minnesota Timberwolves are one of 4 teams in the league with a top 10 offense, top 10 defense. And they are also a tremendous three-point shooting team. We talk a lot about Anthony Edwards.
Has more threes than anybody in the league.
Anthony Edwards, 10 threes per game he's averaging and shooting at 40%. DiVincenzo, 7 per game, shooting at 40%. Naz Reid, 6 per game, shooting at 38%. As a team, they're shooting 38%. And they're 5th in the league in three-point attempts. So locking up defenders on the arc is going to be critical in this series.
From what I understand, John, you know better. You're at all the games. Anthony Edwards doesn't usually tend to play well against the Lakers for the way I always see it. He doesn't score. He doesn't go off for 35, 40 points.
He's going
always.
to in this series. He's that good.
But he just hasn't in the history that he's played against the Lakers for whatever reason.
What I think the Lakers defense traditionally lets you shoot threes and makes you, takes away stuff at the rim. So if Edwards is hitting his threes, I think they're going to have to change up their defense. But he takes more threes than anyone in the league. He averages 10 a game. So, and he makes more than anybody. He made more than Steph this year. So that's going to be a big part of this series.
So for the last time, I've 25 points is the most points Anthony Edwards has ever scored against
the Lakers. Wow.
Ever. 25. So and that was in 2024, 10, 22, 24, so earlier this year.
So is this a battle between the face of the league and the future face of the league? We talked a lot about Wemby, a lot about Anthony Edwards. Can Anthony Edwards break out from this conversation and become the face of the league with a great series against Luka and LeBron?
Yeah, of course, especially if he leads them to victory. Anthony Edwards could change the whole course of his career if he beats the Lakers. This is the biggest stage he's out there. So I think that's what they have to kind of figure out. I mean, and Julius Randle's going to be a big part of this series too.
Yeah, by the way, Julius Randle has struggled in his 15 playoff games. He's shooting about 35% from the field, about 28% from three in his 15 playoff games. So, yeah, he'll have to improve his playoff performance for him to be a factor in this series. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some sports graffiti. We got lines open, 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-ESPN. You got the Lakers versus the T-Wolves. You got the Kings versus Edmonton. You got the NFL draft coming up 1 week from today. All that stuff you can sound off on 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk to you about your Southern California Toyota dealers. If you're looking for a new car, you got to look at Toyota. And one of the main reasons is every new Toyota, whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, comes with Toyota Care. That's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whoever comes first. Basically, Toyota Care takes care of all your maintenance costs for 2 years. You can do one of two things if you want to look into Toyota. You can go to Toyota.com. That's where you'll find their full lineup of vehicles and the best local offers. Or if you're like me, if you want to go sit in the car and drive it and feel it, just go visit your Southern California Toyota dealer. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go.
It's the final day of the NHL regular season, and tonight the Kings are back at home where they lead the NHL in home ice wins and have set franchise record numbers.
It's impressive, there's no question. That one I think we share with everybody, with our fans, with the city. You know what I mean? That's what I think we're proud about. That's us. That's all of us. We go on the road, you see some Kings jerseys in the stands, they're cheering you on. It's great to have them, but here, this is us, you know, so I think we should all be pretty proud of that, not just the players, but the fans as well.
It's Game 82 as the Kings conclude the season at Crypto.com Arena against the Calgary Flames. Tune in tonight for all the action at 6:30 on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about PrizePicks, my absolute favorite app. Download the PrizePicks app, use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus. You've heard that before, but let's talk about this. Now that the basketball season is over and we're pulling into the postseason, do you want to go VIP style to the championship? Would you like to do that? I'm sure you would. Basketball's championship series is not that far away, and starting with the play-in round, which is going on, every lineup you make on PrizePicks will enter you in the Takes-Two ticket sweepstakes. It's on right now on the PrizePicks app, and this could get you and a +1. So you and your guest are going VIP style to the ship, okay? The ship, as in the championship. Download the PrizePicks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus. PrizePicks, run your game.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
Good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
All right, it is sports graffiti time. It is 2 days away from the start of the NBA playoffs for the Lakers. They start with Minnesota. Game 1 is Saturday night at Crypto.com Arena. Let's start out with, I believe this is either Dave or Dav, one or the other. You're on sports graffiti. Go ahead, man.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's your boy Dave, pie in the face from Lancaster.
Nice.
Hey, Dave.
Hey,
What's
pie in the
going
face.
on?
Hey, what's going on? I've been trying to get a hold. It's not really sports, but I'll let it fly. Mace, you're getting your tattoo on Monday.
Yep, Monday.
I got some tips afterwards. That's the main thing, is how you take care of it afterwards. You want to keep it very moist with Neosporin. I have 10 tattoos, one for each year I was in the Army. Mine from 92. They still look pretty good, but the main thing is the upkeep. You don't want to keep going back, getting touch-ups and so forth. So when you get your tattoo done, you want to make sure keep it moist.
Keep it moist, keep it covered. How long does that go for, Dave?
Okay, you want to do that for at least 24 to 48 hours. You want to keep it covered up. And the moist, you want to do that for at least a week. It might itch, which is fine. That means it's healing, okay?
Okay.
But the main thing is keep it away from heat. Like I was a cook in the Army, so I had to stay away from the big ovens.
Got it, got it. Okay, hey, all good advice.
And all true advice. Everything about it is right. You can use Aquaphor instead of Neosporin.
Yeah.
But Aquaphor is...
I'm dreading it. It hurts.
No.
I don't care what anybody says. It hurts. Let's go to Solomon. Solomon, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Solomon.
Yeah, hey, guys, thanks so much. You know, I've always said in the playoffs, if you have a big two or a big three and you play a really good team that also has a big two or a big three, it's kind of a wash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm asking you guys in this series and hopefully moving forward, what other players do you see will be key for the Lakers to step up if their big three are playing all to the best of their ability?
Okay, that's a great question.
The biggest one is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yes.
Dorian Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura are going to be the two guys who have open shots because they're going to try and double Luka, double LeBron, double Austin, and take the ball out of their hands.
Yep.
So those guys. And Mace, there was a game this year where Finney-Smith hit 6 threes and Gabe Vincent hit 6 threes in the same game. So that would one of those guys like a Gabe Vincent could step up, Dalton Connect. Somebody like that, but somebody's going to get open shots. The most likely candidates are Finney-Smith and Hachimura.
All right, let's go to line 8. Jose. Jose, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Jose.
Hey, guys. Love what you do. Thanks for taking the call.
Thanks,
so back to the series, somebody was saying, I don't know if it was Mace or Greg, about if you single Luka, wasn't that 2021 Mavericks Clippers? Didn't he average like 37 because they singled him, but then they still lost the series?
Yeah, they're not going to single cover.
No, they're not going to single.
You just
can't. He's too much. But when you double him, he's going to pass out of it anyway, and he's going to have a wide open guy. So, I guess it's 6-1. I know. I guess pick your poison is the right expression there.
John has always said it. As soon as the Luka trade had it, John said it over and over again. If you double one, the other one is open.
Right.
Luka and LeBron. If you double LeBron, Luka's open. If you double Luka, LeBron's open.
And they might, guys, basically double LeBron and Luka and leave one guy to cover everybody else, and that's why Austin and those
Reeves have a really big series. Yeah. Let's go to line 5. Ganja, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
What's up, guys? It's Ganjay from Ganjay Collectibles and now the world-famous Burbank Dad Bods. Remember me?
I do, Ganjay. Yes, I remember.
All right, listen up. Now the Dad Bods are going to take over my place. We're going to have a WrestleMania party night one Saturday. It's WrestleMania weekend. We're going to have our wives there, our valets, our ring rats, all that. We're going to have a blast, man. And on top of all that, Lakers in 4. Take care, guys.
Lakers in 4.
All right. Very optimistic. Let's go to Big Rob on line 2. Big Rob, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, man.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Y'all know me by now. I just want to clear up something you guys said yesterday after I hung up. You guys said I call in a lot and I'm a Laker hater. No, I'm not a Laker hater. I love the Lakers. That's the difference. I love the Lakers. I'm not a Laker fan. A fan will see you going into a burning house and they will not tell you not to go in. Right. I love you. So I'm going to tell you not to go in. And the next thing I want to say is that, hey, my mom taught me never to lie, no matter what.
Right.
And you know what? No way in hell Lakers in 5. Maybe
no way,
6.
No. Rob,
maybe in 6. Well, I mean,
Rob, will you call back and eat crow if the Lakers win in 4 or 5?
I will call back.
Okay.
I promise you, all right?
All right, there you go.
Will you apologize, though?
Hey, this is the last thing. The last thing I want to say is that, hey, you guys give Rob Pelinka too much credit.
Oh,
okay?
come on. I know exactly who you are, Big Rob. You're the Pelinka hater.
But let me just say this.
Not wrong.
I would have made him a GM forever in the whole world if he would have did this. If he would have told LeBron James, I'm going to draft Bronny James only if I have the right to Bryce James.
Leads to Bronny
because
James.
Bryce,
Rob.
I'm telling you guys, that guy, he's the one.
Yeah, okay.
Rob, how anyone could be mad at Rob Pelinka about anything astounds me. He stole Luka Doncic. Stole him. And he did it without giving up Austin Reeves. Mace, what am I missing here?
Yeah,
How can somebody be down on Pelinka?
Well, and then what's funny is it led to Bronny James.
Always.
It all led
all the way down
Bronny.
to Bryce James, too.
Yeah, to Bryce James, exactly. He went all the way down the chain.
Rob, when Nico Harrison calls and says, "Do you want Luka Doncic?" You just do it no matter what. And to not have to give up Austin Reeves and all of that, that is a full-on fleecing at that point. There's nothing else you can say. Luka Doncic is the best player, one of the best players in the league.
Yeah. All right, let's hit line 7. Our friend, Brother Chris Ward is on the line. Hey, Brother Chris, how you doing, man?
Doing amazing, man. Happy 420 weekend. It's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
We're having a huge event. We're having a video game tournament, and we're doing the Green Lounge in our parking lot. So come on down. The best barbecue you ever had in the world from Guam. Also, I had a Laker haiku for you.
Okay, good.
Lay it on us.
Boston's up 1 chip. F that. We got Luka. The banner's coming back to the crypt. Lakers in 5.
Okay, good. Brother Chris is on the line. Let's go to Raj on line 8. Hey, Raj, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Raj.
Hey, Ireland, when you become commissioner, I have one more rule change for you.
Okay.
Playoff reseeding every single round. I don't know why they don't do it. It make the best 2 teams face each other at the end. After each round, they should reseed all the teams so you're playing best versus worst every time.
I don't hate your idea. What makes it a little complicated is that you need, like, I'm friends with our travel coordinator.
Yeah.
You need time to plan in advance. For example, his name's Daniel. He's great at his job. He's already on the phone with hotels in Houston and hotels in Golden State, planning for the next round. If we adopt your plan, that's out the window. You can't plan ahead. So that's the problem. In football, you always have a week. So that's why they can reseed in football. In basketball, sometimes you end one series on a Friday and start the next one on a Sunday. So you got to plan ahead.
Let's go to Curtis on line 6. Curtis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Curtis.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I bleed purple and gold, and so should you. Lakers in 5.
Thank you.
Now it's poems.
How about Justin on line 4? Justin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, guys, I got a couple of Laker haikus, too.
Okay.
But real quick before I get into that, Mason, setting up your PIN for your car in your Apple Maps is real easy. My iPhone,
it's not.
You're not going to win this.
Go ahead, Justin.
Trust me, it's easy. All you have to do is plug in your phone, to your CarPlay, and then it automatically creates a PIN for you. Then what you do is you basically go into your Apple Maps, put in directions like, say, from Dodger Stadium, and it'll take you to your car. All you got to do is follow the dot.
Justin,
it's real easy.
Justin,
I've
I'm sorry.
this.
I'm
Anyway.
sorry.
This.
Justin,
Justin has another point.
Real fast. You lost him after you said plug into your phone.
Yeah, plug in the
it.
phone. That was it. All right.
Okay,
what's your
enough.
other point, Justin?
Anyway,
That's all right.
I got a couple Lakers haiku for you. So, Julius Randle, 16 candles, or the Texas and Florida Panhandles, Lakers in 5.
Okay, good one.
Not bad.
And this one I got for Naz Reid. Naz Reid, Twitter feed, in excess, what you need, Lakers in 5.
Okay, good.
In excess, shout out.
The PIN thing is just, it eludes me. I'm not the most technologically savvy human being around.
I didn't think somebody could be worse than Cappy, but here we are.
The PIN thing, it confuses me. Let's go to line 9. Ray, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Ray?
It's going to be Lakers. As long as the 2 biggest crybabies stop crybabying. And, John, I need you to ask Rob Pelinka and Jeannie about the 2 tacos, because you have to pay $3 for a drink. I can't afford $3.
Wait a minute.
For
So
a
you
drink.
must buy a drink when you get your free tacos?
Yeah.
That isn't.
I just want the tacos. I can't afford $3 for a drink.
That isn't a Laker decision. That's a Jack in the Box decision.
Right.
So it wouldn't be up to the Lakers. The Lakers could ask them, but they wouldn't.
So they're not free tacos, really. They're free tacos with strings attached.
Yeah, but
With
that's
purchase.
it's completely up to the sponsor.
Right. Oh, yeah. No,
That's not
the
a
Lakers
Laker
aren't doing
issue.
this. No,
No.
the Lakers aren't doing it. But, yeah, Jack in the Box is on the cheap there. Let's
They
go
have
to
a great relationship with Jack in the Box, so if they're listening, they might even just do it. Those guys are great.
You think they will listen to us and just suddenly
find
say
out.
you don't have to buy a drink?
Like
with your
Cappy
two
says,
tacos?
they're
I will
always
find
listening.
out.
Always listening. All right, let's get one more in here. Let's go to Jonathan. Jonathan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Jonathan.
All right, I got a haiku for you guys.
Cool.
Ireland gets high. Luke Robitaille has a massive sigh. Chris Morales almost died. Kings in 5.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
Kings in
lot
5.
Lot
I
of
like
people.
that.
Oh, Kings in
Kings in
5.
5.
Now, should it be Kings in 5?
Why not?
Well, because for some reason
Edmonton has their number. That's going to be a really hard
I think it's going to be.
series.
I think it's going to be Kings in 6.
Well,
Well,
the
you know
Kings,
that Edmonton has knocked the Kings out
I know.
3 years in a row.
I know.
but the Kings have won 3 of 4 matchups this year, so they are beating them, and they just beat them like 6-0 the other night. They're playing well against that team now.
Hockey sticks, ton of bricks, magic tricks, Kings in 6.
Was that ChatGPT?
No, I looked that up. I had to come up with the rhymes. By the way,
Just like that.
ChatGPT is very helpful in finding rhymes. I will tell you that much. I will tell you that much. All right, coming up next for you, let's do this. Every time he steps on the field, he's got the Declaration of Independence with him. I'll explain. Coming up next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Black and Gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle Saturday night.
Palencia with the blistering one-time shot!
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot. I didn't know either.
Coverage starts Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
In the 2025 draft, Legends Attic selects Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce.
Hey, it's Travis. Let's kick off draft day at Legends Attic in Claremont this Thursday, April 24th from 9 a.m. until 12 noon as we broadcast live with Rams legend and Hall of Famer Isaac Bruce. You'll have the opportunity to win signed memorabilia, trading cards, Legends Attic gear, and Angels tickets. For more information and to purchase your tickets to meet Isaac Bruce, visit legendsattic.com. We'll see you on Thursday, April 24th at Legends Attic in Claremont.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
Oh my, am I really on Mason and Ireland show?
Yes.
This is a great moment. Hey.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
One little nugget, no surprise, Bobby Miller has been optioned back to OKC after getting lit up last night against Colorado. Dodgers did win that game at Dodger Stadium. Bergman was there. Says he got in and out in 10 minutes.
No, I got in and out in 20 minutes, and I was home in 45.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that so hard to believe?
I again, just because I've been there. Just
because
because I've been
park
there.
in these the spots near the stadium.
Right.
You're being fleeced.
Park far away.
Yes, park far away.
Park far away.
Walk to your car and get out quick. It's the right way to go.
All right, so John, this is kind of cool. There is they had Bark at the Park night last night with the Baltimore Orioles, and I am a big fan of Bark at the Park night. So last night Jackson Holliday hit a grand slam home run. And afterwards, he gave credit where credit is due.
Jackson, I'm sure you are aware it was Bark in the Park night tonight. Any furry friends that you'd like to give a shout-out to here?
Oh, yeah. Coconut's here, so, yeah.
Coconut's here?
Yeah, I have a good track record in the minor leagues of performing on Bark in the Park, so maybe we'll have to have these more often.
Is that right?
Yes.
You're always good on Bark in the Park night?
I know. I don't know what happens, but...
What kind of dog is Coconut?
He's a Bernedoodle. He's here, yes.
Well, sales of Bernedoodles or Bernedoodles as rescue pets just went up 1,000% in Baltimore after that swing. Congratulations to you, and more importantly to Coconut for a great night.
Oh, little Coconut. How about that? Now, what's a Bernedoodle?
I just looked it up. Cute dog.
Is it cute?
Is it a little dog?
Anything that's a doodle tends to be cute. We've got a Labradoodle that lives next door. His name, I forget his name.
That's a good-looking dog.
That's a good-looking dog. Yeah, that's cute. That's a cuddly-looking dog.
Yeah, it's very
What is it
Yeah,
called
we have a
again?
Labradoodle. Murphy's a Labradoodle.
Yeah, Labradoodle.
This is a Bernedoodle.
Bernedoodle.
B-E-R-N-E.
So what is it, St. Bernard and Doodle?
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
just saw the
probably
picture,
right? St. Bernard and Doodle.
Oh, it is cute.
Yeah, very cute. Very cute. All right, so apparently, John, Major League Baseball players have the option of putting something cool on their gloves. And Matt Strom from the Philadelphia Phillies, if you look at his glove, he's got the entire Declaration of Independence scripted out on the glove. It's
pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Super cool. So if you were a ball player, would you personalize your glove with something, not necessarily the Declaration of Independence, but something else?
What? Yeah, what would be a cool thing? I'd probably put a shamrock on my glove.
That's a good one.
You know?
I would put an elephant on my glove because elephants are my lucky animal.
It's pretty good. I would probably just put like UCLA colors on there.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the only thing that I really
You didn't
care
even
about.
go to UCLA.
I went there for a
It's
semester
the only
in
thing
summer school,
Did you
John.
just said it's the only thing you really care about?
Like in sports, I mean, I love everything, but UCLA is like the biggest
By the way,
thing
did
for
you
me.
see Nico Imaleva got a pay cut by going from Tennessee to UCLA? He
What was the
getting- I've read approximately
See,
a million. It
totally
was
fine with
It
that.
was
So he
$2
just
million
wanted
at
to get-
Tennessee.
He just wanted to get out of Tennessee, apparently.
Yeah, but he's losing a ton of money. We went from $4 million down to $1, 2.4
Well, he thought
down
he
to
was going to
$1.
get more. He
Good.
thought I'm going to auction.
Yeah, it'll be
there's an
interesting
auction.
when he makes himself available to the media to tell us what his thought process was, because he is losing money on this deal.
See, what's happening at UCLA, though, is that they brought in another guy, Joey. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, Joey Aguilar from Appalachian State, who was supposed to fit into this office really, really well, and now you bring in this Nico guy, and I don't know if there's going to be if they're going to have a
battle, a
or
competition.
or if Joey leaves and goes into the transfer portal, because that
That's
really could
crazy.
change that whole thing.
The head coach at Syracuse is a guy named Fran Brown, and his ace wide receiver, Trebor Pena, wanted $2 million to stay at Syracuse. He's coming off a really good year. Here's Fran Brown's response.
All due respect to everybody in the country, to every wide receiver, to everybody that's doing all this stuff. Like, if you want to make $2 million at wide receiver, that's to blow a homie over at Ohio State. Ain't nobody else making that money. Giving no wide receiver no $2 million, man, in college. Nah. That ain't me. I ain't doing that. I can't do it. Unless they tell me that we get a chance to have Travis Hunter, he could come back to college and he could come here and play for us, then he gonna get some of my check. But I ain't paying nobody $2,000 this year. Not to me. $2 million, whatever. I just say, yeah, we ain't giving nobody that.
Yeah, you want to get $2 million as a wide receiver, go to Ohio State, is what he said, which is true.
They've got the biggest checkbook.
They cannot.
Or Oregon.
A school like Syracuse,
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee, the schools that have the big NIL collectives. The kid had a really good year, but Syracuse done got $2 million in NIL. And so there is such a, I think the smaller schools are going to have such a harder time being competitive moving forward, because if you do develop a player, like, for example, this Trebor Pena at Syracuse had a really good year. He was a true freshman. First thing he thinks is, I'm going to go into the transfer portal. Next thing he thinks is, I'm going to get $2 million, and Syracuse don't got it. So I think ultimately this really does hurt smaller schools as the Ohio States and the Oregons of the world pay everybody.
So this is it's going to start changing the way the college works. The team seems to be pushing back on all this. If Tennessee is now pushing back, the guys from Syracuse are now pushing back. Is it going to turn into where Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama are the only schools that are actually good in this sport because they're going to pay? Because UCLA is not going to pay. No. USC's trying to pay.
They're getting there.
They're getting there, but they're not there yet.
I don't want to dwell on it, but number one recruiting class for 2026, USC.
There seems to be a pushback, though. They're pushing back on the amount of money that is going to be paid. And that's a good thing, because it's completely out of control.
Yeah, I think ultimately people are kind of pulling it. I think you're right. They're pulling it back under control. Now you've got Tennessee saying no to Nico Imaleva. You've got Syracuse saying no to their wide receiver who's going into the transfer portal. Maybe we have reached a tipping point where guys don't just write their checks. They don't hold out and get more money. Coaches and athletic directors are drawing the line here.
Did you hear what Lindsay called Nico Imaleva yesterday? Nico, I'm a leaving.
Nico, I'm a leaving.
I thought that was very funny, even as a Bruin.
Yeah. All right, so, John, you mentioned how tough the Edmonton Oilers have been on the L.A. Kings, eliminated them 3 years running, although the Kings did beat them 3 of 4 this year. Connor McDavid, who is their big star, last night completed a 100-point season. He tied Mario Lemieux for second most in a player's first 10 career years. Gretzky did it in all 10. McDavid is now the 13th ever player to rack up 100 points in 5 straight seasons. So what percentage chance do you think Vegas gives the Kings to win this series?
Well, they have home ice, so I would guess it's pretty close to 50%. I would say, since Edmonton has their number, I'd say 48% chance the Kings win.
Yeah, I'm probably. I think the Kings more. So I'm going to go 35%. The
Kings win 35%.
No, the Edmonton wins.
It's actually Oilers 60.8% likelihood.
So 40% chance.
Correct. The Oilers are minus
8%.
Yeah, the Edmonton Oilers are minus 120, and the Kings are plus 100. So they are underdogs in this series.
As they should be, since they've lost the last 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
But they just seem so much better. Their goaltending is much better this year with Darcy Kemper. They're playing and David Riddick behind him. It's a better team than it has been over the last few years.
All right, coming up next for you, there's a job opening in L.A., and it is embarrassing. But you get to wear a mask. I'll explain. Coming up next. In the meantime, if you've not been to Cosm by now, man, oh man, what you are totally missing out. Cosm brings fans the ultimate sports experience. Imagine watching all your favorite sports like NBA and NHL and Premier League and soccer, WWE, more on massive high-resolution displays surrounded by the most passionate fans in L.A. You got to experience the Dome. We've all been there. It's amazing. Immersive wraparound display, shared reality, comfortable reserve booth-style seating when you watch the game from inside the zone. Now, if you're not going inside the Dome, you may want to watch in the Hall, which is a gigantic sports bar with TV screens, gigantic screens all over the place. You can watch every game all at once. Or you can go to the roof deck, which is super cool. It overlooks SoFi Stadium. Amazing up there. Great craft cocktails, delicious food, all throughout the venue. You got to get to Cosm. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com to learn more about what events are coming up and get your tickets. I'm telling you, you will thank me later. Tickets go fast. Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the final day of the NHL regular season, and tonight the Kings are back at home where they lead the NHL in home ice wins and have set franchise record numbers.
It's impressive, there's no question. That one I think we share with everybody, with our fans, with the city. You know what I mean? That's what I think we're proud about. That's us. That's all of us. We go on the road, you see some Kings jerseys in the stands, they're cheering you on. It's great to have them, but here, this is us, you know, so I think we should all be pretty proud of that, not just the players, but the fans as well.
It's Game 82 as the Kings conclude the season at Crypto.com Arena against the Calgary Flames. Tune in tonight for all the action at 6:30 on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
The best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text OFTEN to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text OFTEN to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text OFTEN to 200-300. That's OFTEN to 200-300. OFTEN to 200-300.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mason in Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
Hey, you want some more haikus?
Give me a haiku. Hit me. By
All right,
the way, weirdly, these are not actual haikus.
Yeah,
but it is National Haiku
It is.
Day.
I was
going to
say that. Yeah.
So these are fake haikus. Ireland, what do you got?
This from Bob. Big Rob is a troll. Luca, we stole. Clipper Darrell, we will have to console. Lakers in 5.
There you go. Nice.
It's a good one.
Nice. That's a good one.
Cappy
All
went
right, here's
after
another
him.
one.
Okay.
From Alfred. Mason in Ireland, Sliwa firing, Morales almost expiring. Lakers in 5.
There you go. Another one. Boy, people love to put Morales in these things.
Yeah,
huh?
they do. They love Morales. Why did Cappy go after Clipper Darrell?
Did he go after Clipper Darrell?
Yeah, he did on the afternoon show yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
What's he got against Clipper Darrell?
Well, he's just kind of
He
a
said-
sad loser.
He looked into the camera and
No,
said,
he's-
"You don't
he's
want to make
not
an enemy."
sad.
He's sad.
He's sad.
Clipper Darrell
He's
is
sad.
Well,
No, he's not.
I would say pathetic.
No, he's
Wow.
not.
No, I would say he's pathetic.
No, everyone's going after Clipper Darrell.
Yeah,
Well, it ties into this next story. So I don't know the circumstances, but the L.A. Clippers have fired the guy that's inside the Chuck the Condor outfit.
Why?
We do not know the circumstances. We do not know exactly what happened, but there are want ads out there. Somebody to be Chuck the Condor at Clippers games. So I've got the...
Well, we don't necessarily know if they fired him or he just left.
Right, he could have just left. He could have just said, "This is too embarrassing. I'm out of here. I don't want to be the Clippers mascot."
Scandal and Chuck the Condor.
So this is nice. So you get a
30
401.
for 30 coming.
You get a 401k. They match. You get dental insurance, health insurance, disability insurance, all that kind of stuff. Paid parental leave. Like, they're very serious about it. How much do you think it pays?
$50.
You're saying $50 a game?
Yeah, no, $50 total.
No, I bet you it pays more than that. I bet you it pays $40,000 a year.
No, more.
$80,000 to $90,000
way
in
more.
compensation to dress up like a stupid duck and dance around
Hey,
for a
sign
losing
me up,
basketball
baby.
team.
Hey, can you send me that link?
Yeah,
I never have to.
Sign me
I never
up.
have to take the head off, right? Nobody would know that I was double dipping.
Nobody will ever know that it's you.
You got your job if we don't re-up you there.
That's right.
There you
There
go.
it is.
I might need a job in
What do
3
you do?
months.
Well, I'm the full-time Condor at the Clipper games.
And nobody ever knows that
nobody,
you're actually a
nobody
Clipper
will
fan.
ever know.
Somebody told me, I have no idea if this is true, but somebody told me Rocky the Nuggets mascot makes $500,000 a year.
$500,000
he
a
does
year?
real stuff.
$500,000 a year.
Wow. He does real stuff.
Yeah, he's jumping off trampolines
He's jumping off
and
stuff,
dunking.
and yeah, I mean, that's different. Chuck the Condor just doesn't he just walk around and quack?
I'm trying to think, do other teams, the Dodgers don't have a mascot.
No,
the
no,
Lakers
no.
don't have a
No,
mascot.
no.
The Rams have Rampage.
Rampage, yes.
Do the Chargers
He's
have,
cool.
Boltman or something?
Sometimes I have a dude out there with a giant bolt head, but
It's not a team
it's not
sponsored
it's not a
guy?
team.
It's
no.
not
There are very few
Your mascot is
mascot
that lady who cries.
No.
She was a Minnesota
Vikings
fan
yeah.
first. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Come on now.
Your mascot is Bolthead.
Yeah, giant lightning bolt. Yeah. Should be Zeus though.
That's
yeah.
Show me your lightning bolt.
Show me your lightning bolt. I don't know. It seems like it's nice work if you can get it, right? I would never want to be a mascot. To me,
awful.
the inside of that thing must be so sweaty and hot and terrible. And by the way, the new guy is going to get in the old guy's suit. That's the other thing. It's
I mean, it
you
gets
don't have
dry cleaned, right?
You don't have multiple
we can't dry
Condor
clean the
suits.
suit?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do it the old school way. Just put it in the sink.
Sure.
Leave
Throw it in the
over
wash.
Throw it in the wash, exactly.
Throw that big head in the wash.
So Ireland,
Or burn it.
I find
Fine.
this so fascinating. Shedeur Sanders has become the most divisive player in this year's NFL draft. Albert Breer wrote this today. I'm having a really hard time finding coaches or scouts who believe Sanders is first-round talent. This, by the way, is separate from any issue anyone has with his personality. Those questions exist, but lots of teams have made exceptions in that department in the past to take on guys with special talents. The problem seems to be that too many folks think Sanders lacks those type of gifts.
I don't. I would have no hesitation taking Shedeur Sanders. I think he is going to have a good NFL career. I would take Travis Hunter first.
Yeah.
Because he does more things, but
I would take Cam Ward first.
yeah, I think that I would have. Would you guys have hesitation taking Shedeur Sanders? I would.
Depends on where. I don't know why he's fallen out. By the
He's
way,
still on the board when the Rams are at 26. Would you be mad if they took him?
no. If McVay says that's the guy, that's the guy. I've seen mock drafts where he does fall to the Rams.
So if Shedeur Sanders and Jackson Dart are both there,
Yeah,
Jackson Dart's been shooting up draft
Yes,
boards
he
for a
has.
while.
Yeah.
Which one do you take?
Shedeur.
Jackson Dart.
No, see, that's where it comes down to. You're now saying that Jackson Dart is a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders, and that he should be up higher.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm not talking about quarterback skills. I'm talking about the sense of entitlement that comes along with Shedeur Sanders, the guy that wants to hear his own rap song after he throws a touchdown pass.
Get his jersey retired.
Jersey retired. I mean, all this stuff. There's a sense of entitlement, and I have nothing against the kid, but I just think ultimately that can really ruin a career. This sense of entitlement. He comes from money. All that stuff. I think. Will hurt him, and the attitude stuff is real out there. Teams are turned off by his attitude.
What, like specifically? What about his attitude? They don't like that he's too cocky.
The word that comes back is arrogant.
But I think good athletes are arrogant. I think LeBron's got a level of arrogance. Luka's got a level. Kobe has.
Yeah, but they're Luka, LeBron, and Kobe.
Sure, his
Right,
dad,
but I'm saying,
Deion, did.
Deion was like that. And wouldn't you want Deion on your team? He's a Hall of Famer. It just seems to me that nobody said this stuff about Peyton and Eli Manning, and they came from money.
No.
So is it because of money, though?
It's not 100%. It's not like lockdown 100%. I just think that when you come from a rich family, it's a likelihood that you're less hungry than other people.
Right, but why is that not true about the Mannings and is true about Shedeur?
I guess it's probably raised differently, right?
Might be. Remember, Josh Rosen came from money, and that was the knock on him, that he just didn't want it as much as anybody else, and look what happened to him. So that is a thing.
Yeah, all you got to do is Google it. Like, for example, here's NFL Scout, immature, passive-aggressive hothead.
Isn't that basically every quarterback, though? I mean, there's a lot of people that are like that. And also,
passive aggressiveness is so friggin' annoying. Seriously, in a relationship, in a business setting, passive aggressive behavior is really, really destructive. And we've all been in this situation where it's gone both ways at my house. But sometimes you want something, but you don't want to say you want something, so you try to get them to say it without them,
You do that all the time.
Do you know what I'm talking? You know what I'm? That's the passive aggressive stuff. Do you ever have that with Lisa?
I don't think so.
Where she wants you to do something, but she won't come right out and say, "I want you to do it." She just expects you to do it.
Hints.
Well, that happens.
See, no hints.
No hints?
Yeah, but most of the time we just say what we're thinking.
Yeah, I think
They have a healthy relationship.
A healthy relationship, you say what you're thinking. A relationship that's having a hard time is like, I expected you to do this, and you didn't do it.
Like, well, just tell me to do it, and I'm happy to go do it.
I can't
just
tell you
me.
the number of times I have said, just tell me specifically what you want me to do, and I will do it.
There's no problem with it. I'll
take out the trash.
Take out the trash.
Sure.
Happily.
Hey, do you mind taking out the trash? Sure, I'll go do it right now.
Put the dishes away.
Make a list. I mean, I'll do whatever. But the idea that you're kind of getting them to do it without saying you want them to do it is
like
passive aggressive.
Don't say to me, "Oh man, that trash is getting really full right now." I guess we're going to keep it. Just ask me.
Boy, we're going to need a second trash can at the rate we're going.
Just tell them. Can you please take out the trash?
Because then my answer is going to be, "Oh yeah, really is."
Hey,
getting
take
full.
out the
You know what she wants, but you're not going to do it because she didn't ask, right?
No, just ask me.
Does this happen with you and Gene?
No, not that way. But there are things that happen, yes, where I'm like, just ask. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Right. I'm fine either way. I'll go to that restaurant.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Actually, don't care at all where we go.
Yeah,
I'll find something.
By the way, it never matters to me where I go.
Ever.
I don't ever care what restaurant I'm going to. I just go there. I don't pick the restaurants.
Is this like a guy thing?
It is. Like Jean likes a lot of ramen, and there's probably about 3, 4, 5 different ramen places. She goes, "Do you want to go to this one or this one?" They all
just pick one
to me.
Right, ramen is ramen. That is true. That is true. Ramen is ramen.
But she likes certain ones more than the other, and I just don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, see, I don't. Now, I did pick the restaurant tonight. We're going to Steak 48 in Beverly Hills.
There you go.
Fancy.
Stepping it up.
Yeah. Gonna have the ribeye cap.
I was gonna ask. I was like, the ribeye cap.
They've
you're
got
going back
the
for
ribeye
that?
cap.
Yeah.
I'm going right back to the ribeye cap
like
as my cut of
cappy?
steak. No,
Cap?
ribeye cap.
I don't know what cap is.
So you take a ribeye, then the very top of it, there's kind of a cap to it.
Okay.
It's that. They slice it up, and it is the best cut of meat I have had.
Sounds good.
It is delicious. Delicious. All right, coming up next for you. By the way, immature, passive-aggressive hothead could describe multiple people here at 710 ESPN. We're going to do some What's Up, Fool coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way. We don't leave anything to chance. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com. Did I mention it's free? ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So what are you waiting for? Go to that website and use ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr.
Back tomorrow at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
Last week, I told you I saw those 2 huge snakes,
big snakes
on my walk,
yeah.
right? Honestly, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like they were really big snakes, and they were both rattlesnakes, and I got very close to one of them before I actually saw it.
Size of dried salami.
Huge. They were big snakes.
Yeah, wow.
So yesterday, I'm getting ready to go for my walk, and I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. The willies have passed.
Okay.
I'm going to go back on this trail again. And so I'm heading to the trail. There's another one. I was within, from the distance that you and I are sitting apart from each other before I saw it, it was the exact same color as the pavement.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not going back on that trail.
You got to know, or wear boots. I know what to do.
I can't go for my walk in boots. Look,
yeah, you can.
I can't. No.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you for just a minute about PrizePicks, my absolute favorite app. Download the PrizePicks app, use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus. You've heard that before, but let's talk about this. Now that the basketball season is over and we're pulling into the postseason, do you want to go VIP style to the championship? Would you like to do that? I'm sure you would. Basketball's championship series is not that far away. And starting with the play-in round, which is going on, every lineup you make on PrizePicks will enter you in the Takes-Two ticket sweepstakes. It's on right now on the PrizePicks app. And this could get you and a +1. So you and your guest are going VIP style to the ship, okay? The ship, as in the championship. Download the PrizePicks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play, get a $50 bonus. PrizePicks, run your game.
He's coming. Here he comes.
Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea.
I do.
I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Thank you, Brian. I will start it out here.
Okay. All
right, guys. I am fascinated with basements because here in California, we don't have them. My friend in Chicago has a dope basement, it's like a game room kind of going thing. So I was reading a story about a guy that posted on Reddit, and he said he found a weird dungeon. He called it a torture dungeon in his property. Other people are saying, nah, man, that's just the basement. You're probably not from around here.
Right.
But it did look kind of cringe. It looked like things had been in there. What would you guys do if you guys discovered a torture dungeon?
Okay, so first of all, I looked at the picture. It's not officially a torture dungeon.
No, it looks like a basement, like an undone basement.
It's an unfinished basement, and I come from the land of basements. Sometimes they're finished, sometimes they're not. Ours, when we first got our house in Maumee, Ohio, it did not have a finished basement. They finished it, so then it became the family room. But a lot of people have unfinished basements. I don't think that's haunted or that there was, like, the Marquis de Sade was hanging out there.
I looked at it, and it didn't look like that. Again, I wouldn't know, but...
I'm not sure what your question is. Do you
would
mean
you leave? Like, if you guys actually found a torture dungeon or like a weird hidden room.
An actual torture
It's an actual torture dungeon where people have been tortured?
I would just convert it to something that isn't a torture dungeon.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying like...
I would leave.
You would? No. So, Laura, if I offered you a really good deal on a really nice house, but you found out at some point during our dealings that there was a murder committed in that house, are you out?
Depending on how gruesome the murder was, yeah. I would
So you'd want the details of the murder, and if it was
I don't need,
just a normal murder, you'd be okay. But if it was a really gruesome murder, you would say no.
Let's say it was an accident or like what is it called? Like you're defending yourself or whatever.
Self-defense. So if it's self-defense, you're okay.
It's like whatever, dude. But like if you tortured and killed someone.
This is an interesting question. Like, okay, so if all of us, let's say all of us are looking for a place to live.
Okay.
And the place that becomes open is Nicole Brown Simpson's old apartment in Brentwood.
Okay.
And we can get an unbelievable deal on it.
Which, by the way, has been completely redone and looks nothing like Nicole Brown Simpson's.
Okay, so that's even better.
Yeah.
That's even better. It's been completely redone, but it is the exact same property, same address as that building. Could you live there?
See, for me, no, but it's not because of what happened in the house. It's because people will still come up to your house all the time and be taking pictures.
Looky-loos. That's an interesting point.
Simpson. Yeah, if it's not there, then yeah, I would absolutely take it.
It's funny. Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails bought the Manson house, the one where the Sharon Tate murder was.
Okay.
And bought that house and lived in it for probably 15, 20 years, and finally they tore it down and built a new house. But he was unafraid to live in the Manson house. It depends on how good the deal was.
Right.
Like, what can I get that place in Brentwood for?
Well, let's say the value of it is $4 million, and you can get it for $2.5 million.
Yeah, I mean, if I had that kind of money, sure, I would do it for $2.5 million.
Right.
I'm not phased.
You could always flip it.
Yeah, I'm not phased by the fact.
But then you're
that
not living there if
something
you
happened
flip it.
See, I'm
right. No, I'm saying if you live there and you get creeped out, you could always turn around and sell it and probably get your money back.
Sure. The living in a house where somebody was brutally murdered, like chopped up, went through this whole crazy thing. There's demons in that house. I know you guys don't believe in demons.
I agree with you,
there are
Greg.
demons there?
I am fully with Laura in this. There are demons in those houses. Something bad is going to happen.
Bad
to you.
juju, man.
A dream house, $4 million down to $2 million.
I will tell you
I'm
this.
out.
I will tell you this. Believing that if you acknowledge that this is now cool and we're moving on and we're turning the page and this is a whole, then you won't have problems. But if you believe there are problems, there are problems.
This isn't the secret.
Everything is the secret.
This is not the secret.
Everything
the demon
is the
a
secret.
real thing. We're not just putting it into the universe by believing
there are
it.
no demons.
You're Catholic.
There are no
I'm
demons. Have you
surprised.
bumped into a demon?
No, because I'm afraid of them and I will not deal with them.
Yeah,
I don't have them in my
about you
apartment,
guys
thankfully.
is if there's a murder, you're okay with it. But if it's a gruesome murder,
No,
you're not.
I said self-defense. Self-defense.
Gruesome murder doesn't. A gruesome murder, they stay there.
Yeah.
If it's just a regular murder, they can go on and move on.
No, they move on.
They go over to whatever you believe in, the heaven or hell.
We
or
need a
whatever.
curandero and sage, you know what I mean? The stone.
Ridiculous.
No demons, thank you.
Yeah, I would be unafraid. Ireland, would you be afraid?
No.
Yeah, see, it's real estate in L.A., man. You can get a good deal.
Completely
Just
agree.
get one of them mediums, and then you're good.
Yeah, exactly. Get a medium in there. Exactly.
What's up, Foo?
Okay, so Red Robin today rolled out promotion
Red
for their
Robin.
next month. So May is National Hamburger Month, next month coming up.
Nice.
So today, within 20 minutes of their promotion, the website crashed. So they're offering a $20 bottomless burger promotion for this pass. Anybody in Southern California, Colorado areas? Question here is, so they're offering you one burger a day with bottomless fries for every single day of that month of May. Is there any place that could get you into a promotion like that you're like, oh, I
Eat
could
it every
do this
single day?
Every single day?
Well, Bergman and I could eat BB-Go every single day.
100%.
But that's not really a restaurant.
No. The first one that came to mind was California Chicken Cafe.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's good. I like I like when they cut up the chicken and you get just the pieces, or the Chinese chicken salad rocks. I could probably eat that every day for a month.
So there is a place in the mall by my house that is same structure, but two different restaurants owned by the same company. On one side is Boa, and on the other side is Sushi Roku. And they actually share bathrooms. Like, that's how the place is built. Like, if you walk out in the hallway, you go in the bathroom. If you gave me a month and I could go to either place, I'm all over that. Because those places are both great.
Totally with you when it comes to sushi. There's a place called Yume Sushi right down the street from me. If I get that, as much Yume Sushi as I can eat, I'm there every day.
Single day.
Every single day.
So
I would
National
go 3
Sushi
times
Month,
a day.
you're there.
I'm there every day, 3 times a day. I don't care if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever it is, I am there always. I can eat sushi always.
Laura, what about you?
I don't know if I can eat one place like that. No, I'm out.
Is it a contest or is it?
No, it's like people. They're offering a promotion, so
can
you
buy
can go
the
on
deal.
their website, and it's like a bottomless burger pass for the month. I'm pretty sure they're already all sold out, and it crashed the website because so many people were trying to do it. $20 and a burger.
$20 for fries
for the whole month,
and bottomless fries every day for a month. Oh, that's a
I
great
didn't even know
deal.
those Red Robins still exist.
Yeah,
where
they
are
do.
there Red Robins?
West Covina
one by
has one.
me.
West Covina has one.
Is there one by you, Ireland? Because I used to work at one. They're delicious.
They do have good burgers.
Their fries are good.
Their whole promotion thing
Hawthorne?
too says one burger and fries is like $18. So you get this promotion, you're pretty much
that
pays for itself.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
Yeah, if you buy it and you only go once or twice, you already got your money's worth. So it's like
exactly.
whatever.
It's
But
like I'm in the AMC Stubbs Club. I think that's what it's called. And I get one free movie a week, and it's only $25. So basically, and I see 2 movies in a month. I've paid for it. So it's a good deal. That's a really good deal at Red Robin.
Great deal.
What's up, Foo? All right, staying with the restaurant business, I saw that this came out today. Well, I saw it today. BJ's Restaurant and Brew House is bringing something crazy to their menu.
Okay.
You guys all talk about the Pizookie. I think, Greg, you said you
the
worked at
Pizookie.
BJ's or something before.
So good.
And I am a fan of the Pizookie, but I don't know if I'm a fan of this one. They are bringing a broccoli cheddar soup Pizookie to their menu for a limited time. So you get a broccoli cheddar cookie topped with 2 scoops of mashed potatoes and finish with a cheddar sauce drizzle. They're saying it's not a dessert, it's an experience, that they're always trying to push the boundaries.
Not a dessert. It's
an experience.
Yeah,
Would
I will
you guys,
skip their experience.
Okay, you guys would not try it?
Well, it can't be dessert. It's broccoli cheddar soup.
You know what the experience is? Me in the restroom afterwards.
Yeah, that is.
This is not an experience I want to be a part of.
I would not try it. And I don't
idea.
feel like, I feel out of all 5 of us, the person that might be down to try it would be Brian. But Brian, would you?
No chance.
He'd have to
Why
be
would he be the
really
one?
stoned?
Because he's stoned all the time.
It's still, I mean, that doesn't sound good.
Do you deal with munchies on a regular basis?
Every night?
Yeah, I do too.
See? Like, if
It's
it's
tough.
there.
It's a tough game.
It's a tough game. It's hard. It's
always
really
losing.
hard to be that
Always
disciplined.
losing.
I know. I do lose a lot too.
Are you still doing the Ready Whip every night?
I still do Ready Whip every night. I've got 5 cans of Ready Whip in my fridge at all
Have you
times.
finally tried to get
I
some
did
of the
try
Nas?
was it called Whippets? Where you?
Yeah, well, it's
Whippets?
Nas.
No,
yeah.
no.
Nitrous
Wait,
oxide.
whoa,
It's
what?
not. What's Whippets?
Well, Whippets are like it's a whole thing.
Okay,
Don't
anyway.
worry.
Yeah, I
Don't
was
do
like,
that.
You put it,
wait,
you put it
what?
into it's a whole
Okay,
thing.
It's
okay.
another
No,
thing
but I
you
do.
make.
I've done the thing where you take the air.
You get the wow, 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 wow.
It didn't really do much for me.
No?
No.
It just goes
The
straight
Nas?
to your brain.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Didn't work much for me.
I do want to order it just to see what it looks like in person. Because the
Oh, the
picture looks,
Pizookie?
like the picture looks kind of nice, but I don't think I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, no, I'm out on that.
It's gross. What's up, Foo?
All right, so I believe we had our first benches clearing incident yesterday
Nice.
in the MLB.
How many people got punched?
I don't think anybody got punched. Nobody
0.
got punched. Yeah, so it's a little anticlimactic between the Nationals and the Pirates. It was Jorge Lopez ended up throwing at Andrew McCutchen right after he hit Brian Reynolds. So it was back-to-back batters.
Back-to-back, okay.
Ended up getting tossed. Benches cleared. But today it came down. He got a 3-game suspension, and the manager of the Nationals 1-game suspension. My whole question to you is, are we over the benches clearing? Because they never do anything. It is one of the most anticlimactic reactions that we have in sports. Of people clearing the benches that maybe once in my lifetime has twice led to an actual fight.
Nothing ever the last one I can remember that was kind of chippy it involved Matt Williams and
that was a while ago.
That's the last time I remember. It was the Diamondbacks and I forget who, and it got very chippy, and Matt Williams was in the middle of it.
There was one that I remember that was Amir Garrett, who's a relief pitcher for Cincinnati.
That was the last one I remember, yes.
That he took on the entire team. He walked right to the dugout.
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. But usually it's just all, they go out, they just talk to each other, and then you have to wait for all the bullpens to just jog in from the bullpens.
Right.
It's just so dumb.
Just go back. It's
Here's the thing. How do you know that he was deliberately trying to hit back-to-back batters? I haven't seen the video of it. He hit Brian Reynolds, and then he pitched...
right by the head, first pitch. To
Oh,
McCutcheon.
he buzzed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
think
I
that's
also tried to look at
probably-
the box score. Pirates didn't hit anybody that game either. So if there was something, it would have come from another game or a dirty slide or something. But
It's usually that. It's usually from another game that they're
you
waiting
save
on.
it for a future game, yeah. So you don't get it's not obvious. But if you plunk Brian Reynolds and then you buzz Andrew McCutcheon, probably the suspension is over.
What's up, Foo? All right, we did talk about National Haiku Poetry Day
Yes.
today, but it's also National Kickball Day.
Okay.
And kickball was one of my favorite Reese's things to do. Was kickball your go-to at Reese's? Mace, I'll start with you.
Jamie Holland tripped me when I was playing kickball one time.
You remember that
and I
name.
had to go to the hospital and had to get stitches in my lip, and then I gave
Oh my
up
God.
kickball. Instead, we played battle ball. We called it battle ball, where everybody's got those balls on each side of the field, right? And you try to hit somebody and you can block the shot. Isn't that called battle ball?
I don't know.
No, dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
No, it's
I was like,
dodgeball. What am I talking about?
dodgeball.
Yeah, dodgeball.
Like,
was
what's battle ball?
fantastic. Battle ball. Dodgeball was a great game to play in, and I was really good at it. And I remember taking Jamie Holland out of a game.
As a big girl, I was a good target, so I was like, nah, man, that was not my sport.
What about
didn't
you?
like
Playground games.
So yeah, I did play kickball, but I played kickball more when I was in my 20s. That was so much fun. I was joined a kickball league. It was called Waka.
Yeah, I know. Isn't Emily in a kickball league?
Emily's in a
Emily
kickball
does,
league. Yeah,
I think,
it's fun. You just drink, play kickball, and then go to the bar afterwards and drink some more.
That is
Perfect.
good.
Yeah.
For your 20s?
Ireland
Greg, you remember that basketball game I invited you 2 years ago, that pickup game that I played in on Tuesday nights?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was 1 hour of basketball and 2.5 hours of drinking.
Right, which is perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
Those guys were actually pretty good, too.
What about
Yeah, I think they're
tetherball?
still playing.
Tetherball. That's the one on
With the string?
The string and
on
it-
a pole.
It's kind of. I think that's kind of a dumb game.
I don't even see it
Yeah,
very much
I
anymore.
love it. I used to
I don't
love
think
it.
they have to.
As
we
a
had
kid, for sure.
Monkey bars was. I mean, we had monkey
Oh,
bars. They
I
probably got
hated
rid of
those.
monkey bars altogether, right?
The monkey bars will give you all the blisters here. Oh, hated those.
I like the monkey bars, but I'm
No.
sure those are banned, and kids have to wear helmets when they're on them and stuff. John, when they go on monkey bars now, do they have to wear helmets?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to ride big wheels down my street with
Yeah.
no pads, no helmets, no anything, and it would be straight down a hill.
Now they look like hockey goalies.
Right.
Yeah, they have to be all padded.
What was the game with slices and you had to hit the ball slices and Americans and is it anything?
handball?
Handball. Yeah, handball.
I was like, wait, handball.
Handball. And there's no slices. That's what I
Different
played
than
a
the
lot.
Olympic handball.
So what's handball?
It was just with a ball that was the size of a four-square ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and you have to
Foursquare
hit-
was good, too.
Yeah, Foursquare was, and you have to hit it off the wall, and it has to bounce first. And if you
Okay.
hit it low, and so it just skids off the ground and hits the bottom, that's called a slicey.
Oh, okay,
And
got
people
it.
would say no slices.
That's
no
a no-no.
slices.
Illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Illegal.
Illegal
Yeah, see, Brian knows.
Illegal
Can't be doing that. No,
slicing.
no, no.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. There is your What's Up Fool. Nice job, guys. So what's the wager that I will, at some point, go to a Lakers playoff game and leave early? Is that
$5,000 between me and you. That if you make it for any games you go to from
Yes.
now to the end of the playoff
Yes.
run, if you stay for the whole game, you win the bet. If you leave early, I win.
I am so there. And by the way, that's 5,000 mythical dollars. Whenever we play Mythical Money, it is brought to you by Chumba Casino with new games added weekly. No purchase necessary. Got to be 21. Chumba Casino, ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Terms and conditions apply. All right, coming up next for you.
Hey,
Who-
Mace,
Yeah.
can we, when in this last hour,
Yeah.
at some point, let's play that clip from Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
He said something about an owner
Yep.
in the NBA that I tend to agree with most of the stuff Stephen A. says. I don't agree with this. It's crazy.
Yeah, I tend to be on your side of this, but we will play it coming up next for you. Plus, who are the favorites in each of the NBA playoff series that we know about? Vegas has spoken. Got those numbers coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland. Bergman's hanging out. Brian Cohen's here. Laura's here. 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle Saturday night.
Palencia with a blistering one-time shot!
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot. I didn't know either.
Coverage starts Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-887-1010. 800-887-1010.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe it.
We do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay. Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Keep on trying me. I feel it quietly. Trying to silence me.
Is this
is
the
Anxiety.
same song?
This is Anxiety by
is
Doechii.
It reminds me of that song by Gaudier.
So
Somebody
it's-
used to know.
it's- Yeah, she's sampling it.
Oh, okay. So, I'm not
this,
crazy.
This
You're
is
not.
a massive TikTok trend right
Okay.
now. Yeah. This
So
is the
it's-
Anxiety song.
And what are people doing?
They're
on the
doing what
TikTok?
Will Smith did in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when, God, what was the daughter's name? I'm blanking on the daughter's name in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Anyway, the
Ashley.
daughter.
Ashley was doing like a dance, and Will Smith walks up behind her and does a dance with her.
Oh, I've seen this video. Yeah.
It's
So
massive
is that
all
what
over
they're
it.
doing on TikTok now?
Yep.
Okay.
You,
By the way,
you and Ireland should do the Anxiety TikTok challenge.
you can follow me on TikTok at Venice Mace, M-A-S-E. I'm trying to do some stuff on TikTok.
You're back tomorrow, right? In town tomorrow, Ireland?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have time to make it into the studio, but I'll either be in my house in Manhattan Beach or I'll be with you guys.
All right, cool.
Depending on what time my plane lands.
Would you do the dancing TikTok anxiety trend?
No.
What, for $100?
Wait.
You said no to something.
For $100.
We did the whipped cream and sour cream or whatever thing, remember?
For $100, I might do it. Send it to me.
Okay. I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll
that's
send it to you.
I've seen this dance
Yeah, all you
because
have to- all you
Will
have to do is,
Smith
like,
sneaks up
move.
behind
Yeah.
and does
Right, and does thing.
Yeah, see,
yeah.
I'm a
And
great
then he
dancer,
turns
so it's
around
no
and
big
he
deal
does
for
it.
me.
Dance off.
Dance off. Let's do it.
Here's another Lakers in 5 that we got
Okay.
yesterday. Mace is on sabbatical. John is a Lakers fanatical. Brian feeling magical. Lakers in 5.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Brian feeling magical.
We got Brian in there.
All right, so, John, you found this piece of sound from Stephen A. Smith talking about Matt Ishbia, who's the owner of the Phoenix Suns. And
Who
they're coming off.
coincidentally just ended a press conference, Matt Ishbia, seconds ago.
Okay.
He is delusional.
He
All
said the
right?
thing, John.
He came out and said, I promise you, we will win championships with an S at the end.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Right. Yeah, you always underpromise and overdeliver. That's number 1. Number 2, Matt Ishbia doesn't know how to hire a coach.
Right.
He fired Monty Williams, hired Frank Vogel. Vogel won 48 games, fired him. Brought in Mike Budenholzer. Budenholzer missed the playoffs. Now, keep in mind, this Phoenix team has the highest payroll in all of the NBA.
Yes.
Number 1. And he has fired 3 coaches in 3 years. So he's now paying he's probably done paying Monty Williams because Monty, after Ishbia fired him, went to Detroit. But he is paying Frank Vogel for the next 3 years. He's now paying Mike Budenholzer for the next 4 years, and he's got to pay whoever he hires. So he's going to be paying 3 coaches.
Before we get to that Stephen A thing, I wanted to ask you this. So he has the highest payroll in the league. He doesn't really care about aprons or second aprons or third aprons or any of the aprons. He doesn't care. He's so rich. He doesn't care if he's paying Monty Williams and Frank Vogel and Mike Budenholzer. It doesn't make any difference to him. He's at least willing to spend. I think you get points for that if you're willing to spend.
Well, not only do you get points for that, Stephen A. said something that clearly shows me, and I like Stephen A., always have, clearly shows me Stephen A. has never lived in Los Angeles. Listen to what he said on First Take about Matt Ishbia.
Matt Ishbia needs to understand that right now you are on the verge of being recognized as the worst owner in the history of basketball. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Donald Sterling once owned an NBA franchise. James Dolan, until he recently hired Leon Rose, was on that trajectory. That's the trajectory, if you're Matt Ishbia, that you are on right now, being recognized as arguably the worst owner in the history of basketball.
It is not arguable that any owner is ever worse than Donald Sterling.
That is absolutely true.
Watch Stephen A. Watch Clipped, Ramona's TV show, and then tell me if you would say that if Matt Ishbia Mace fires his next 5 coaches after 1 year, he will not be as bad as Donald Sterling.
He done got that whole racist thing going on.
Donald Sterling once had the Clippers working out at a Spectrum in Manhattan Beach as their practice facility.
My locker was next to Elton Campbell.
Elton Brand.
Elton Brand, exactly.
I walked in one day, worked out there, opened my community locker, one where you just put the numbers in, and next to me were Corey Maggette and Darius Miles.
Yep. Was Quentin Richardson coming around the corner?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Greg, they got dressed and showered with the general population.
Oh, my.
Like, Donald Sterling once gave his nephew a project, and his nephew came up with a plan to go back to flying commercial. Well, we can save a lot of money if we just put the players back on a commercial.
Yeah, they're taking like Southwest. Like, oh no,
right.
I'm gonna get to the aisle seat.
Donald Sterling, I could do a show for 17 hours and tell Donald Sterling stories. Matt Ishbia, to your point, Mace, is willing to spend. He's got it wrong so far, but no matter what he does, he can't be as bad as Donald Sterling.
He cannot.
Ever.
And by the way, and you pointed out, Donald Sterling was cheap on top of everything else. He was cheap and racist. You can say that Matt Ishbia is neither of those things. He is willing to spend. And
the reason he got the team is because the previous guy, Robert Sarver, was like a really bad owner.
Yes.
But does this say anything about coaching in the NBA today? Because all these guys that they just fired were Mike Budenholzer, Frank
had
Vogel.
all won titles.
They all had won titles, but they were all retread coaches. And now you're getting guys like J.J. Redick, who's coming in and completely changing everything. Taylor Jenkins was a first-time head coach. He was doing well, but he did just get fired. But either way, the newer people that are coming in and are being better head coaches. The old retread coaches don't work anymore.
No, Cleveland, Detroit.
So Cleveland has
the coach of the year is going to be J.B. Bickerstaff, who just got fired in Cleveland before he got the job in Detroit. So, Greg, it depends who you hire. For example, if I owned an NBA team and I was looking for a coach, I would, because I know him, I would look at Frank Vogel. I would look at Scott Brooks. I would look at Nate McMillan. Now, if you, Greg, if you and I were co-owners and you were absolutely adamant about not using a retread, there are guys like Greg St. Jean on our staff is going to be a head coach one day. If you wanted to roll the dice kind of like the Rams did with Sean McVay and see if he's ready right now, you can do that. But one of the reasons why they hire quote-unquote retreads is you want somebody who's done this before. You want somebody with experience. And it's so you can't say that it's always a bad idea to hire a retread. A lot of retreads are
not always, but there's a lot of times that they are stuck in their ways and things. And the games change, games evolve, and so a lot of these older times head coaches like Mike Budenholzer, they're still thinking of the game as if it was 5, 6, 7 years ago, and now it's a much more 3-point heavy game. There's a different style to the game itself, and so a newer head coach understands it a little more.
But it also comes down to managing personalities. That's what you've got to do when you're a head coach in the NBA. You've got a 15-man roster. You've got gigantic egos. You've got guys making way more money than you make, and you've got to figure out how to balance those personalities. Schematically, coaching, all of JJ's language, all that stuff is one. He's also managing personalities really, really well because this team.
To your point, Greg, the guy who won the title last year, Joe Mazzulla, was a first-time head coach.
Yeah.
Mark Dagnall in Oklahoma City, first-time head coach. J.J. Redick, first-time head coach. So it would be worth arguing that you don't go with the retread, but not all the retreads are bad.
I actually saw a clip from J.J. Redick on Backstage Lakers that I thought was just absolutely mind-blowing that you don't see in leaders and coaches anymore. He was sitting in a room with all of his assistant head coaches and he just went one by one, went to everybody and asked their opinions. Mm-hmm. That was basically it. It's an open philosophy that he takes in everybody's opinion. It's not just my way or the highway. I thought it was absolutely amazing. You don't see that in leadership.
J.J. is very collaborative. That's the one thing. He knew he was a first-time coach. He knows what he doesn't know, and he brought in an experienced assistant coaching staff that has made all the difference in the world. But I do like the idea of, and the Lakers did this, the Lakers went down the Sean McVay road. They found basketball Sean McVay with J.J. Redick, and he has broken the mold for what is successful in terms of head coaching. I think JJ is going to be here a very long time as a head coach. I think he is just state of the art. Now, I don't know who is out there that is like that, John. Is there anybody out there who breaks the mold?
That you would get out of a broadcast booth and give him a head coaching job?
Think about the coaches that are out there and available now. Michael Malone, does he get another job?
I wouldn't hesitate to hire Mike Malone.
Taylor Jenkins, does he get another job?
Yeah.
Mike Brown.
Don't know.
Tough. That one's tough.
Don't know. He's had 3 chances. Yeah, actually 4. He was the coach of the Cavs. Then he was the coach of the Lakers. Then he was the coach of the Cavs again. And then he was the coach in Sacramento. Is that enough? Are 4 stints enough to make a decision? I like Mike. I've always liked him.
Mike is a great guy. He's a great guy. He's had 2 head coaching jobs.
I might be more apt to hire Mike than others would, but or 4 using Greg's question as a model, do you keep going back to the same thing?
Yeah, I don't think so.
There are a lot of these guys. James Borrego has been a head coach. Yeah. Frank Vogel has been a head coach.
But even like Ireland is saying, Greg St. Jean is somebody that is learning under a guy like JJ.
If I was an owner, I would be looking for the next new thing.
Right.
What's new? What's next? I would be looking at that. And if I was an NBA owner looking at a head coaching job right now, I would look at the Lakers and say, how do I find a guy like that? How do I find that guy? There has to be another J.J. Redick out there. I think that, you certainly have coaches with a lot of experience. But, John, as we've talked about here, so many coaches get blown out 2 years after winning a title. It's such a tough job. And
And by the way, I said you want somebody who's done it before. It's not always a prerequisite. Steve Kerr had never been a coach at any level.
Right.
Any level.
And
they gave him the head job of the Warriors.
Was Greg Popovich a head coach anywhere else? He was a GM,
he was the
right?
GM, and he hired himself.
Right.
He promoted himself to coach. Yeah, but Greg had coached earlier.
Right.
Greg was the coach at the Air Force for a number of years.
Oh, okay.
Steve Kerr had never coached, ever. J.J. Redick had never coached anything other than his kids' boys club team.
Yeah, right.
And look how good he is.
Yeah, no question. And just to mention, that series starts Saturday night at Crypto. Lakers and Timberwolves, and Game 2 is going to be on Tuesday. The LA Kings open their playoff run against Edmonton. Game 1 is Monday, and Game 2 is Wednesday. So it's a really busy time here at LA Live right now. And it's one of the best times of year. And we also got the Dodgers won last night, and they swept Colorado, so maybe they've pulled out of their funk, and they've got 3 games at Texas and 3 games at Chicago. Two games at Chicago, weirdly. Both of them in first place, Cubs in the NL Central, and, of course, the AL West for the Rangers. So it's a tough trip for the Dodgers, but we saw good stuff against Colorado this week. Hey, right now, let me tell you what's coming up. I should do that. A shocking revelation for a Hall of Fame starting pitcher and the most ridiculous transfer portal story ever. And that is really saying something. That's coming up next for you. In the meantime, at Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free, and no purchase is necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You're never going to run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle, plus free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. The clock is ticking. The game is on. Suit up. And let's head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the final day of the NHL regular season, and tonight the Kings are back at home where they lead the NHL in home ice wins and have set franchise record numbers.
It's impressive, there's no question. That one I think we share with everybody, with our fans, with the city. That's us. That's all of us. We go on the road, you see some Kings jerseys in the stands, they're cheering you on. It's great to have them, but here, this is us.
It's Game 82 as the Kings conclude the season at Crypto.com Arena against the Calgary Flames. Tune in tonight for all the action at 6:30 on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
Did you see that gigantic squid? No. They
Where?
found for the first
Colossal?
time in 100 years, they found a colossal squid 2,200 feet below sea level, and they've got confirmed video of it. It is creepy.
Massive, too.
Massive.
What's more terrifying, the ocean or space?
Weirdly, the ocean.
Yeah, the ocean. There's so many
The
things, and
ocean
it goes
is-
forever.
It's not meant for us. The ocean is meant for sharks, and
How
we are
much
meant
would
for
it
land.
take? Like, how much money would it take for you to like go down there and just like be able to see what's down there? Like, you know how they send those little things? Those
Yeah, I
little
know
pod
those
things?
little things.
The ones that
hasn't-
explode
hasn't
when it
worked.
goes down there.
It doesn't work out all the
Pods,
time.
You know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to go?
They had a bad one. No, I'd much rather go to space than.
You want to be like Katy Perry?
Oh no!
By the
Kiss
way,
the
no,
ground?
Katy Perry. There's a conspiracy out there that they never actually went to space.
I buy
Whoa.
Have you seen the video of this? So when the
It's Capricorn 1.
it is
They made it all
Capricorn
up.
one. When the capsule landed, the door opened and then closed really fast. Okay.
Okay.
And it's only unlocks from the outside. So that door was not locked. They came in, they unscrewed it and pretended like the door opened, but the door had already been open, which means that Gayle King and Katy Perry and Lauren Sanchez and the other one
The others?
may have never gone to space at all.
Well, hopefully, because it was ridiculous to go to
Was.
space in general.
First
Like-
of all, like, how are you progressing women forward dressed like it was all about makeup and corsets? And like, I'm like, you guys are.
And then she's saying, apparently it's just a haunting version of It's a Wonderful World while she was in zero gravity. I tend to believe she never went.
Look at my eyes rolling.
And
Yeah.
all of the stuff that, like, the jet fuel that's used to go put you into space for 11 minutes is bad for the
Oh,
environment.
yeah, it is
All-
bad. No question
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
How much did it cost you?
It was like $1 billion
I'm
or
like,
something.
you know how much how many things we can do with $1 billion? If you guys really want to progress things forward, why don't you donate that money? Just saying.
There you go.
Okay, see, I'm heavy about
All
that.
right. So Jim Palmer is a Hall of Fame pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles and is now part of their broadcast.
Okay.
And I found something stunning about Jim Palmer. Listen to this. This is from their broadcast of the Orioles game.
You know, I've never had a wing, ever.
What do you mean? A wing?
Never, ever had a wing.
You've never had. Wait a minute.
No, I'm just never have.
You've never had a chicken wing?
No.
Like,
Why would I?
why would you?
Don't they have skin and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of things have skin.
But I don't eat skin.
Apples have skin.
Why eat apples?
You've never had a single chicken wing?
No, never thought about having it.
That is staggering to me. So what kind of chicken do you eat?
White breast.
What about, like, you
Fried
eat
chicken?
You'll eat fried chicken?
Never had fried chicken.
Never?
Well, I've taken
What?
the crust off and
What is this? What is this? You've taken the crust off?
The crust off fried chicken? What is the point? The crust is what I'm in it for. And how do
Delicious.
you go through life and not eat a chicken wing?
That
a
makes no
chicken
sense.
wing. They are delicious. Did he never have? He says he
Who
never
was it
even
that we
thought
read?
about it.
Cody Bellinger says he's given up chicken wings. 'cause
but he got
He
sick.
got food poisoning from the chicken wings.
He had the run, so he's like,
I
I'm not
know.
doing
He
that.
got sick from it. But Jim Palmer's just never even tried them.
No, man, that's like.
Now, there's
sin-
something that bugs me
sinful.
about chicken wings. I'm glad this subject came up, and of course, I'm the one that brought it up.
Is this going to be, is this gonna be the flats versus drumsticks debate?
No,
Flats are better.
I've
Flats are
solved
better.
that. Obviously, drumsticks are better.
You're wrong.
No,
But
you're wrong.
I want you to look at chicken drumsticks now. They are so big, like they are huge, and I think it's like they're filling the chickens with hormones and whatnot to get their
They're on
legs
steroids.
really fat. Is that what's going on? Because
Fill it with
chicken
water.
wings are fatter. Drumsticks are fatter than they've ever been. Science, according to science.
Yeah, they pump them up. There was a commercial back in the day with like I think there were turkeys though, but there was these two turkeys. They look all beat up, and they would just fill them with water.
Yeah, but is that a good? I mean, I get uncomfortable when I see a drumstick that big.
Does
Because
it taste good?
That chicken had the fattest legs.
Got to get the organic ones because they're smaller.
Smaller, exactly. The organic.
All I want to know
wings.
is how do they taste when they're that big? They taste great.
They taste delicious.
Yeah, they taste delicious.
There's just more of them.
Who cares?
The best part of that whole thing is him referring to the chicken skin as the crust.
The crust.
I've never heard
Exactly,
that
the
before.
crust. All right, so one of the John, you sent the storyline. This is unbelievable. Baylor just recently won the national championship 2 years ago, I think.
Right, 21, 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And
I said before.
the transfer portal has been a problem for Baylor because after their second round exit from the NCAA tournament, every single player went into the transfer portal. There is no longer a member
Mace,
of that team.
It's even worse than that. They had 14 kids on their roster last year.
Yep.
4 of them graduated. One of them is, or no, 3 of them graduated. One of them is turning pro. 4 graduated, 1's turning pro, and 9 went into the transfer portal. He has no kids on his roster. Zero.
So here's the thing. I am all for transfer portal players moving, all that stuff. It's open too long. Like the transfer portal, why is it open during the NCAA tournament? Like, why would would you want? Because people are like losing in the tournament, then immediately going to the transfer portal. It's like it should be open once a year for football, once a year for basketball. That way, everything stays straight. You don't have losing players at active times. It's like it's just open the portal twice a year.
It makes you think that maybe people are talking to these players before the
of
tournament.
course they are.
Never.
Why would a thing like that be
yeah.
happening? And maybe somebody's been like,
Can I just
you know what?
ask-
I'm going to go over to play at LSU next year, so I might just.
Yeah, but can I ask,
be done.
is that against the rules?
No.
I don't think it is. I think you're allowed to poach players. You're allowed to convince players that are not on your team to jump into the transfer portal to come to you. Inducing players to leave programs is going on.
Well, you just read this whole Baylor story, John, that you're talking about. If you lose 9 or 10 players at one time, that's including walk-ons, it sounds like, at the same time, then that means somebody is talking to somebody else.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Yeah, they've got to put some rules and regulations around the transfer portal. They just have to, and they haven't done it yet. And until they do, everything's going to be a mess.
Yeah, it definitely is a mess right now.
Something that's happening at UCLA, I don't know if you guys have talked about this because don't talk a lot of UCLA sports, I get it. But Adai Mara is the 7'3" center at UCLA and was one of the best players on the team, changed everything for their offense.
Mm-hmm.
He went back to Spain, said, okay, yeah, I'm going to be on the team next year. Went back to Spain, and then by the time he got back, he said, I'm leaving, I'm going somewhere else.
That was it.
Now he's at Michigan because he got some extra money somewhere else. This is what's happening. People are going and talking to them in the middle of the tournament to pull them.
And there's nothing
you can do about it.
Yeah.
NCAA.
Mason's right. They've got to limit the window.
Yeah, the window, and don't put it during the NCAA tournament. The window's open like from March 30th to April 28th. Why would it be open right there in the middle of the NCAA tournament? It doesn't make any sense.
Who do you think is actually going to pay attention to that window? You think they're all coaches be like, oh, no, I can't. It's tomorrow that I can actually talk to this player.
Well, any restrictions you put up is moving in the right direction. I don't think it's a cure-all, if that's your point.
Right.
But they've got to – I mean, here's one way you could do it. When you sign a kid using NIL money, he has a contract.
Okay.
All right? So let's say you can negotiate a 1-year, 2-year, a 3-year, a 4-year, whatever you can do. But whatever you agree to, you have to honor it. In other words, if you're somebody that you might want to try a whole bunch of different schools, just sign a 1-year deal. If you're somebody that's looking for stability, sign a 4-year deal.
Right.
But once you agree contractually to do that, it works just like LeBron and Luka couldn't just go leave and join the Utah Jazz if they wanted to. They have to wait for their contracts to expire. So that's what I would do. I would make contracts a thing in college sports.
I don't think there's a rule against that. I think you're allowed to contractually commit to a player. And by the way, if I was a player, for example, of Nico Imaleva's caliber, I would have an agent.
He can have an agent.
Yeah, but I think his dad is doing all this.
And Greg, you can have someone represent you in these things. There's a lot of people doing that for NIL, but now that these guys are basically pros, they should be treated as such. They should have contracts, that would keep all this movement from happening.
It would give collegiate sports some stability.
Well, that's why you have teams having GMs now. USC has a GM. I think Michigan has a GM. That's the whole point.
Every program will need to have a GM.
It is a pro sport now, and you have to have a GM, and that's why everyone's doing this.
All right, coming up next for you, I've got it. I've got the Vegas odds for each of the NBA playoff series first rounders that we know about. We'll do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, you're driving around town the other day. I saw the Jacob Imrani billboard, had to smile. It has Jacob's picture, and it says simply the real deal. And that's what Jacob is. If you're injured in an accident and you need an attorney, you want one who is respected, and that's Jacob. You want an attorney who's been helping Southern Californians since the Lakers were playing at the Forum in the 90s. That's Jacob. You want an attorney who doesn't just put his name on the advertising. You want one who is in the office every day working to get you the settlement that you deserve. That's Jacob. And you want an attorney that the insurance companies respect. Trust me, the insurance companies know who Jacob is. He's the real deal. So if you've been injured in any kind of accident, do not accept that first settlement offer from the insurance company. Call Jacob. He is the real deal. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And if you or a loved one has been injured or lost property because of the recent wildfires, please call Jacob for a free case evaluation. Together we will rebuild. CallJacob.com. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's the final day of the NHL regular season, and tonight the Kings are back at home where they lead the NHL in home ice wins and have set franchise record numbers.
It's impressive, there's no question. That one I think we share with everybody, with our fans, with the city. You know what I mean? That's what I think we're proud about. That's us. That's all of us. We go on the road, you see some Kings jerseys in the stands, they're cheering you on. It's great to have them, but here, this is us, so I think we should all be pretty proud of that, not just the players, but the fans as well.
It's Game 82 as the Kings conclude the season at Crypto.com Arena against the Calgary Flames. Tune in tonight for all the action at 6:30 on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
ESPN.
Playoff hockey is back, Kings fans. Now is your chance to secure your seats to see the LA Kings in round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs at Crypto.com Arena. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today at lakings.com/playoffs.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. In the market for new flooring? Why pay more at big box stores? At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, Every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them online at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Empower. Nick bought a new guitar, a 62 American Classic Electric. Does he know how to play? No. But Nick's Empower investment account has performed well. He got good at money, so he can be a little bad. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risks. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. This is a really, really, really good guitar solo.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
I'm going to come out with something right here. I don't work as hard as John Ireland and have no interest in it.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
So, Ireland, I don't think you don't watch Cobra Kai, do you?
I have not.
Bergman, you do watch Cobra
finished
Kai.
it. Did you finish it finally?
I did. I loved the finish.
It's amazing.
The second to last episode, the penultimate, is my favorite.
It's so good. With the boat?
With the boat exploding,
Yeah.
yes. So Courtney Hengler, who played Daniel LaRusso's wife on that show, has announced that she is retiring from acting altogether. She says, after 20-plus years of fighting the good fight in the acting business, I hung up my gloves on Friday. I called my agents and told them I'm tapping out. I no longer want to be a cog in the wheel of the machine. I'm considered one of the lucky ones. I was on a series, a successful series. I made money. My face was on billboards. I longed for 20-plus years. I was directed by George Clooney, for God's sakes. This, by all definitions, is the golden goose. Now, what I don't understand is, here she's worked for 20 years. And she gets a hit show, and then she walks away. Then she retires from acting.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are really down on acting. You know who John Corbett is?
Oh, yeah.
No, who's that?
He started on Northern Exposure. Probably his most famous role
was on Sex and the City, isn't it?
Well, yeah, he played Aiden on Sex and the City, but maybe most people know him from My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh, sure.
When he played the husband of Nia Vardalos. He's been in a bunch of stuff, Greg. You would know who he is.
Yeah, probably.
He did a podcast a couple weeks ago where he said, I regret becoming an actor. He goes, it's not very fulfilling. You're just basically showing up and being bossed around and told where to go. There's no creativity in it. So a lot of people are down on acting.
Well, there's so much hustle involved in acting. Trust me, it happens where I live in my house because one's an actor. And there is so much hustle, home tapes and auditions and sometimes callbacks and all that. It's a hustle. It's a hustle. And she got tired of the hustle and is stepping out, despite the fact that she was right there for the Taikai Saikai.
For the Taikai Saikai.
On Cobra Kai.
She's also one of the big ones. Like, she actually has made it.
So
she doesn't have to do that hustle that you're talking about. So it's weird that she would leave after
I think if you were a guest star on Cobra Kai, you still got a lot of hustling to do. Or
guest star. No, she was
a series regular.
She was the wife of Daniel LaRusso. She had a pretty big role, especially as the seasons went on. She got a bigger role.
I can't stand Daniel LaRusso.
Well, they make him out
Who was
to
the
be
worst
a little
actor
whiny
on
baby.
Cobra Kai? Who was the worst actor on Cobra Kai? Who was the worst actor?
The daughter.
Oh, you really thought Sam was?
Yeah, I thought she wasn't a very good actress.
I think it's Ralph Macchio.
He's probably, but
he's really awful.
The daughter was a
horrible
Actually, the son
I
was
guarantee
even worse.
this. Who's the best actor?
It's William Zabka.
William Zabka, who plays Johnny Lawrence, is fantastic. Absolutely love that. All right, so I have got, John, let's see, there are 6 series officially set, if I have this right, in the NBA playoffs, yes? Okay. So I've got the series. I've got the Vegas numbers for both, for all of them. Start out with Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic versus the Boston Celtics. What are the odds that the Celtics win that series?
You want a number percentage?
Yeah, number percentage.
89%.
Bergman?
100.
98 is what Vegas is.
Wasn't that far off?
98%. The Celtics are minus 5,000. All right. Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham versus the New York Knicks, Cat and Jalen Brunson. Which way you go on that one, John?
I would say 52% Knicks.
Bergman?
Yeah, it's 50-50. I'll go 50 just to have a higher one. I'm going to go 51-49 Pistons.
Really?
Yeah.
The 7 seed?
I don't think that the Knicks are good.
Okay. Knicks are favored, and they have a 64% chance of advancing, according to Vegas. The Milwaukee Bucks versus the Indiana Pacers. I think that's a 3 versus the 6.
No, you're 4 and 5.
That's 4 and 5.
I'd be interested to see if the information you have was before or after the Bucks announced today that Dame was coming back.
I do not know if that is included.
Now that Dame is coming back, I will say 55% Bucks.
Yeah, I got 65% Bucks.
As of this moment, the Bucks are plus 160 and Indiana is minus 180. So Indiana is a favorite there, but you're right. The Dame news hasn't been factored in because these numbers are from yesterday, so they may have changed. All right, Golden State versus the Rockets.
It's a good series.
That's a fun show.
I'm going to say 51% Warriors.
Ooh, really? I'm going to go 56% Rockets.
Warriors are favored.
The Warriors are favored.
Yeah, I still think the Rockets are going to win.
The Warriors are minus 170. Rockets are plus 150. I don't have the percentage on this one for some reason. But Golden State, it's bet 170 to win 100.
Oh, I'm guessing what it actually is, not what I think?
Correct.
Oh, I did that wrong.
Yeah, no, we don't care what you think. We care what Vegas thinks.
The other way.
All right, let's do Clippers versus Denver. Let me see. Do I have a percentage? Yeah, I do have a percentage chance on this.
55% Clippers.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Bergman?
I got 55% Nuggets.
It's 57% Nuggets. The Nuggets are minus. I'm sorry. Let me hang on a second. Favorites.
This is
Clippers
going
are
really
110.
well, John.
Nuggets. Yeah, Nuggets are minus 130, and the Clippers are plus 110. So the Nuggets are slight favorites in that series.
Yeah, I would take the Clippers every day of the week.
Okay, and the last one, Minnesota and the Lakers. Likelihood, according to Vegas, that the Lakers win the series.
72% Lakers.
Bergman?
100% Lakers.
There you go. Lakers in 5. I would go, it's actually Lakers 66% chance.
Yeah,
overall, the favorite to win the title, John?
I'm going to say Boston.
I would say they're the favorites.
The favorites are OKC.
Really?
At 8-5.
Boston.
Boston is number 2 at 2-1. Cleveland is 11-2. The Lakers are 9-1, and then Golden State is 14-1. So the Lakers are the 4th betting favorite to win the NBA title.
Is it weird? I really think the Lakers are winning the title this year. Everything that you look at, I look at the West. I think they're going to get out of the West, and then it's going to be a really tough finals. But I think they are going to take. They're going to do it.
Here's the thing. I guess. I mean, I've been accused of being a homer.
That's fine,
and I am one. I do think the Lakers can win the title this year.
Yeah, I think they're going to win the
title.
You
think
this
they're
year.
going
they're
to?
They're going to.
I think they're getting to the finals.
John?
I feel better about them than I've felt about any team since the bubble title. But after the first 2 rounds, assuming they make it through those first 2 rounds, they will not be favored again. They would, unless Oklahoma City loses early, Oklahoma City will be favored in the Western Conference Finals, and then whoever they play in the East would most likely be favored as well. So it's not going to be easy, but I don't think either one of you are ridiculous to suggest they could win the whole thing.
I also think they match up really well with the Thunder. I just don't.
I do too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You got 2 of the greatest players in the game. You match up with everybody.
Right.
I'll take their duo over anybody's duo. I mean, and I think, by the way, we'll probably see Golden State in the second round. Is that what you expect, John?
Yeah, I'm picking the Warriors to upset the Rockets.
Look, playoff Jimmy is a very real thing.
Well, I mean, regular season Jimmy was pretty damn good this year.
Right, but playoff Jimmy is a whole
Got into a
level.
real run. All right, coming up next for you is Game of Games. It is Bergman's game today. Now, Bergman, you got a little theme? You got a little tease?
No.
All right.
I did it, though.
All right, he did it. And we'll do it.
out.
And we'll do it. Next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The black and gold are fresh off a win at BMO Stadium, thanks to this rocket from Sergi Palencia.
Shot it in! It's Sergi Palencia, the rebound!
LAFC gear up for another Western Conference road battle Saturday night.
Valencia with a blistering one-time shot.
Los Angeles Football Club visit the Portland Timbers.
Sergi, I didn't know you had that rocket in your right foot.
I didn't know either.
Coverage starts Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it is Bergman's game today. Let's see. Bergman, who we got for players? We got Ireland and Idaho, me, Brian Cohen, Laura, and
that's
is
four.
that it?
That's
yeah,
four.
that's four.
That's all we need.
That's all we need.
Cool.
All right. This is going to be famous Nikos. There's a lot of talk around the idiocy of Nico Harrison. So I have a game about famous or not so famous Nikos.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. You know, it's either going to be true or false or what they do. So number one, we'll start with you, Mace. Let's start with Nico Harrison. True or false? Nico Harrison finished his college career at Montana State, but originally transferred there from the Air Force. True or false?
True.
Ireland.
True.
Laura.
They sounded very confident, so true.
Brian.
True.
It is false.
Oh,
He came from West Point in the Army.
Oh, okay. Got it. I knew it was one of them branches of the service.
Right, he was in the service.
0 for 4.
Yeah, exactly. All right, number two, John, you'll start here.
Okay.
What does Nico Hulkenberg do? Is he a Olympic weightlifter or a F1 driver?
F1 driver.
Laura.
Weightlifter.
Brian.
F1.
And Mace.
I'm going F1.
He is an F1 driver. Yes, he is.
Right,
Everybody, Laura.
Except me.
He sounded like a weightlifter.
Yeah,
Nico
it does
Hulkenberg,
sound like
sounds
Hulkenberg,
like a
yeah.
Hulkenberg. All right, number three, Laura. Who is Nico Santos? Is he an actor or a TikTok star?
Nico Santos. Let's go TikTok.
Okay, and Brian.
Actor.
Mace.
Actor.
And John.
Actor.
He is an actor, so everybody but Laura got that one again.
Hey, Laura's alive.
He was on Superstore and Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, yeah. But hey, by the way, Laura, is it currently the Romo?
No, the DeAndre.
Oh, it's the DeAndre.
All right. Hey.
Y'all still want to stick it
It's
to me,
only
but
three.
it's the DeAndre.
But there's 8 of these, so there's only 3. You still have time.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. All right.
only did 8?
Start with Brian. There's only been 3. I only did 8. Yes, I did 8. Number 4, Nico Iamaleava, however you say it, is the newest Bruin. But what other sport did he star at in high school? Did he star in tennis or volleyball, Brian?
Ooh, volleyball.
Mason.
Tennis.
John.
That is a good guess. I'm going to go volleyball.
Okay, Laura.
It is volleyball.
It is volleyball.
Wait a minute. Did you actually know this?
No.
Oh,
No,
I was like, oh, Laura knew it all along.
So John, Laura, and Brian got that
So
right.
Nico Imaleva was
Yeah,
a good volleyball
he was
player.
One of, he was one of
yes.
the best in the state of California when he came out of high school. He was a very big volleyball player.
Okay.
Ryan and I have the lead. Mace is one back. Laura has one.
That's right.
I just care for one.
Number 5, Nico Collins is one of the best receivers in football for the Houston Texans. True or false, Mace? Nico has never lost a fumble in the pros.
True.
John.
I'm gonna go true. It's too weird for you to make up. True.
Laura.
I have to make up ground, so I'll go false.
Brian.
I also think true.
It is false.
Oh.
One
there
time.
you go,
He has
Laura.
one fumble. It happened in 2023. Fumble lost.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay. Number 6. Who is Nico Horner? The team principal of the Red Bull F1 team or the second baseman for the Chicago Cubs, John?
Baseball.
Laura.
What was the other one? The other, not the baseball, but whatever the other
Red
one.
Bull F1 team.
Sure, that.
Brian.
Cubs.
Mace.
Yeah, he's second baseman
Yeah,
for the
he's
Cubs.
second baseman for the Cubs. I thought Christian Horner is the Red Bull principal.
Oh,
so I thought
I
that could
see.
be. I
Got
get
it.
him confused all
Yep.
the time. So everybody but Laura there again. There's only 2 left, and Laura, you
I'm out.
are out.
No. Brian and I have 4, and Laura has 2.
I have 2.
Oh yeah,
So
no,
she's
you're correct. You're
got-
still in it.
still got a shot.
Who is Nico Williams? Is he a soccer player in La Liga, or is he the starting right tackle on the UCLA football team? And we'll start with the leaders with John.
I think he's a soccer player.
Brian.
UCLA.
Mace.
I'm going to go UCLA.
Laura.
I'm also going UCLA.
He is the soccer player for La Liga.
Whoa.
So John takes the lead, 1 over Brian.
Now I'm out.
So Mace and Laura are both out.
Damn.
Brian, you have to go opposite. Who is Nico Hiraga? Is he a skier or a skateboarder? And John.
This is a complete guess. I'm gonna go skateboarder.
And you have to go skier.
Skier.
John is the winner. He is a skateboarder and a pretty good one at that. I have a
You have a
Tiebreaker?
just for
yeah,
fun.
let's do
Yeah,
it.
let's do it for fun.
Nico Harrison played 4 years in college. How many, including when he was at Army? How many career minutes did he play? Closest.
Nico in college?
In college. How many minutes did he play basketball in college?
Okay.
All right, so you said he went to West Point and somewhere in Montana.
Yeah, Montana State for 3 years at Montana State.
So that's 4 years. I'm gonna say, all right,
All right, John, what do you got?
377 minutes.
377 minutes. Mace?
I'll say 1,500 minutes.
1,500 minutes. Laura?
450 minutes.
450 minutes. Brian?
720.
720. The winner is Mason. It was 3,084.
Oh, wow.
He is actually in the Montana State Hall of Fame.
Oh, is he really?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he was actually a
Do you think they'll take down his bus now?
Now they will.
They probably will.
Gotta get rid of it now.
I mean, he's not wanted anywhere else. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you guys want the score of who's leading?
They don't
Oh,
claim
yeah.
him.
Give us the score of who's winning now.
No shock here. Ireland with
Oh.
5 here. Brian with 3. Pepe has 2. Mason, you and I also have 2, and Michael Thompson has 1.
Okay.
Well, a lot of time left.
Lot
There's
of
a
time.
lot of
Lot of
17.
time.
Not
Big
a great game.
month.
I haven't done one in a while.
That was all right.
That's fine.
It was totally
I tried
fine.
to be off of Nico, you know. 'cause
Yeah,
he's-
no,
he
I
sucks.
thought it was clever. Somewhat.
It wasn't like,
It
some
didn't
of
blow me
mine are-
away.
No, it was.
I've had
it was
worse
more of
ones.
like a Momo game.
Yeah. It was a little Momo.
What if I told you?
Well, it did have a Momo
Yeah,
touch
it had a
to it.
Momo touch.
Yeah.
I just will try to make them not suck next time.
I will.
So, Dodgers win last night. Bergman, you were at the game. You saw the big home run.
I did, and it's watching Shohei Ohtani hit in person is just totally different than watching him hit.
Okay,
on-
describe that.
Because he takes up the entire space no matter what, even though you're far away from him.
Right.
It just his presence in
He
that
is a big human being.
He's a big human, but he also has that presence that where everything stops. Cameras are out at all times, and when he swings violently. Even when he strikes out, it's these violent swings that just look amazing. And you expect something to happen. So when he hits a home run, the crack of the bat is just something you've never heard before. It's so loud, just like that, but louder.
Yeah. And last night that was a huge home run. 448 feet, I think, was the official measurement on that. 448 feet.
It was at the top.
He's the 12th Dodger. No, I'm just saying that. That's his 12th home run as a Dodger that went at least 445 feet. That is 2 more than any Dodger player ever. Ever.
The guy has so much power.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's just so fun to watch him, and I can't wait to. He's going to start pitching again at some point, probably like May, June.
Yeah. By the way, we've had some conversations about Andy Pages. I'm kind of coming around on Andy Pages. He had a couple of critical hits last night, 2 RBI hits, and he's played better defense.
He had a game against, I think, the Cubs or the Nationals, where he had 2 really great plays at center field, and he seems to have a lot more confidence now.
Yes.
Has he played more innings in center than any other player so far?
Yes, I would think
so.
Edman would be second and Pages would be first.
Yeah, Pages plays almost every game at center, and he has been playing right now recently because Teo was out.
Yeah, right. Teo got a break. Yeah. So it'll be interesting. Now, this series, by the way, they go to Texas now. They're on a 5-game road trip. Texas, they're going to throw Yamamoto, Sasaki, and Glass now. I'm especially excited to see Sasaki pitch again. His last start, and I know they lost 16-0, whatever the hell it was, but he had a really good start.
He was pitching well.
I want to see what he does because he seems to be developing now on a curve. Every start, he's been better than the last.
It's gotten better and better because he's attacking now. He's not. He seemed to be kind of shy of the zone. And so a lot of his pitches just were missing. He was trying to nibble along the edges.
Yep.
He seems to be actually attacking the zone now and using the fastball to offset the splitter. And the splitter is completely
The splitter is ridiculous. He needs to find the strike zone. That's the problem. The splitter is not in the strike zone. And guys are laying off of it.
Yeah, if you get that first pitch strike, all of a sudden his whole game changes.
Yeah. All right. Is it time? We're going to go live to South. I think both Cappy and Beto are in South today. So we are spanning America for you. Here in L.A., down in South L.A., up in Idaho. We're everywhere for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
NextGen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Is your heating and AC system ready to power through the season? From quick tune-ups to full replacements, NextGen has you covered. For a limited time, ESPN LA listeners can get a heating and AC tune-up for just $88. That's right. Stay in the game all season with an $88 heating and AC tune-up from NextGen. Call 833-3NEXTGEN today.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3NEXTGEN.
Hey, it's Mace, and there's no better place to watch sports than Cosm. The Cosm Dome has got massive high-resolution display. It creates the ultimate immersive experience with a massive wraparound screen that throws you in the middle of the action. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall exciting pro and college games. Catch all the heart-pounding excitement of both the NBA and NHL playoffs. Secure your tickets now at Cosm. That's COSM.com and experience the game like never before. Cosm.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood carpet and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Wow. So Ireland's in Idaho. Now we got Cappy and Beto in the south compound. We've got a compound in south. We've got a compound in Idaho. Bergman just went to leave the room, and I said, Don't leave me alone in here. I don't want to be alone in the room.
You didn't want to be alone.
I don't like to be alone in the room.
No, we need more Bergman. We're just talking about that.
Bergman's doing well, isn't he?
Beto and Cappy, are you guys in the same studio?
Yes, we are.
Why you guys look?
You sound tinny, Beto.
Yeah,
oh,
tinny.
I sound tinny?
He sounds tinny, really?
Cappy, the engineer.
You sound good, Cappy. Beto,
Yeah.
you sound tinny. Let's make
Well,
an
it
adjustment.
is my
Beto,
engineering.
What drove you to San Diego today?
I got a fight down here this weekend, so we did a media workout. I got more stuff tomorrow. And then Saturday, you get Andy Kamenetsky.
For the playoff game?
Yeah, it's the only one I'm missing the playoffs. After that, I committed to this like 2 months ago before we knew the playoff schedule.
Okay.
So I'm down here, and then Cappy needed somebody to be his wingman. And I said, I got you, Cappy, all day long.
Yeah, that's great. Now, does Beto sound any better as he's gotten closer to the mic?
Yeah, much better. Big improvement. Big improvement.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah, we've made some adjustments at our end too.
Okay.
Cappy has no idea what he's doing. He just put up a microphone, and nobody's ever been in the Cappy studios before.
No, it's totally true. I've never had anybody in my home studio like ride shotgun. So this is a first time deal for me. Now, what I'm trying to do today is I'm trying to experiment. If you go onto the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm on the YouTube channel right now. Actually. 5 boxes. We got 5 boxes on there.
Yeah. So Johnny I got to give you a lot of respect because you could have very easily have gone to Idaho and mailed it in, meaning like, hey, I don't want to be on camera. I don't have to do this. You do it. Like I give George a hard time because when he goes on the road, we always have like a still photo of him. And he's cute, right? He's a good-looking kid. You know, he's got all that...
that fresh cut, right?
He got the nice fresh cut. He's got all that Botox in his forehead.
Is he doing a lot of Botox now?
No, zero.
Anybody here doing Botox? Anybody on the Botox? Are you, Beto?
I need to go. I haven't gone in about 8 months. But, yeah, the 11's right here.
You don't? You kidding?
No.
You really do get Botox?
Absolutely, because I wrinkle my forehead a lot. So I have the 11's right here and then the top line.
By the way,
I haven't done it in about 8 months. I need to
totally
go.
I've never done it. Should I do it?
Yeah, try it, man.
I
Give it a go.
Lisa had a Botox party once.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, you
That's
should
girls were loitering around my
Cappy,
living
have you
room
ever had
getting
Botox?
I haven't had it.
Yeah, right.
No, it's true. Here's the story. You ready?
Yeah, right.
This is a true story. I'll tell you if I did. I would tell you if I did. I swear to God. When my ex-wife, this was a few years back, I was still married, and my ex-wife said to me, she goes, I got you a birthday gift. It's a surprise. So I said, oh, how fun. That's cool. So she get in the car. I'm going to take you. So we get in the car. We start heading towards wherever she was going to take us. And we get there, and we walk into this doctor's office. And I go, what are we doing here? She goes, I got you Botox. And I'm like, ooh, gosh, that's like when you ask somebody if they want a breath mint because they haven't even asked for anything.
Sure.
They say, hey, your breath reeks.
Right. Basically, you're all wrinkled.
Right. You look terrible, so I got you Botox. And I was like, I don't want Botox. So she goes, okay, I'll take it. And she sat down and she got her face blasted by Botox.
So I will make an admission here.
All right.
You got Botox?
So I had Bell's palsy, as Ireland remembers, years ago. I had Bell's palsy. And so this side of my face was paralyzed. Now, because of that, this eye closes when I smile and when I talk on the air. So I do get it like once every 6 months, just around my left eye to keep this eye from scrunching closed.
I am fascinated that solves that particular problem.
Right?
Well, because it gets all scrunchy, right? And you put the Botox right there, and the eyelid will act normal then. It won't scrunch.
How often do you have to do it? Because
like once every 6 months.
Once every 6 months? So
it's literally, it's like 6 shots around this eye.
So is half your face wrinkled and the other half not?
No, it doesn't really affect the wrinkles. It's inside the eye, so it just affects my ability to open my eye and close my eye. It doesn't have anything to do with wrinkles
Mace,
around the eye.
is the Botox shots or the 6 shots painful?
No.
Did they give you a local?
No.
You just take
it. Barely goes in.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
like
It's like a
just
little
tiny
poke, right?
little bit. It goes in. Yeah. But
a lot of people get it for migraines.
Right, for migraines. Yeah.
So why don't you do it anywhere else if you're doing it around your eye?
Because I don't care about the rest of it.
Like, look at this.
I don't have
No lines.
I don't have a wrinkled up face.
No, you're also in a committed relationship. If you weren't in a committed relationship,
I'd be Botoxed to death right
You'd
now.
be out. And your hair would be jet black.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
You'd look like Rick Dees.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my experience of it.
What a combo.
Yeah. Johnny I, how's tell me how Idaho's treating you, buddy.
Fantastic. It's my last day here, and I've played golf every day that I've been here, and I wasn't going to play today, but it is so nice. I might have to violate my own rule. Let me see what the weather's going to be.
Do it.
Come on,
yeah,
Johnny.
Just go play.
Yeah, I might go play again. It's 55 degrees and bright and sunny. We'll see.
Did you already play once?
Not today.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you have to.
You have power in your house. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that. Just go.
Yeah,
play some
I've
golf.
just got to get if I can get everything ready for my 4 a.m. wake up call. Thank you, Cappy. You're
welcome. No,
I can't believe
you're gonna-
Cappy. You somehow convinced
You didn't
him
hear
to
what
come
happened?
home.
No.
Yeah. Oh, here.
Beto,
Johnny
you
I,
hear this?
run this by Beto.
Okay, so Beto, Cappy became the voice in my head on Monday or Tuesday. He said, "When are you coming back?" And I said, "I've got a 7 a.m. Saturday morning flight, and my game is at 5:30 on Saturday." And he says, "You can't do it. You can't travel on the day of a game. It's too risky."
Really?
And I thought, no,
It
I've
is
got
risky.
8 hours. I'm going to make it, no problem. And then I was going to sleep that night, and I couldn't sleep. And Cap was the voice in my head, too risky, too risky. So I changed it. Now I'm flying home tomorrow morning.
And John is telling me that I owe him $150 for
You do.
changing his
That's
flight.
what, that's what the
Right.
flight change fee was.
Is this breaking news?
That's the natural.
Breaking news sounder? Oh, it's the
It's not
natural.
the natural one, but it's different.
That's breaking news.
What's the breaking news?
Yeah, what is
Who's
it?
got it?
The breaking news is that I'm here.
Oh, breaking news.
All right, boys, have a good
Sedano,
show.
what are you doing there?
Sedano.
And what I will tell you is,
Uh-oh.
since John is telling that story for the second time, I will tell mine. Cappy, if I somehow miss this flight from Memphis to L.A., and this flight doesn't land in L.A. on time, I'm going to find you, track you down, and strangle you.
Yep.
Because you put it out there, Cap, into the ether that we could get screwed on travel delays this weekend. We're blaming you if anything goes wrong.
George, your game tomorrow night, the Dallas-Memphis game, what time's that game tip off local time in Memphis?
8:30.
8:30 p.m. local? Okay.
Correct.
And that game will be over, call it 11-ish.
You can't get out till the next day.
Can't
Right.
find like any flights. You can't fly Memphis to somewhere.
You could get
to
on a
the-
FedEx plane, George. That's where all the FedEx
Yeah, exactly.
planes
No,
are.
Cappy, there is no such thing as a flight at midnight out of Memphis.
Well, remember, I also said a flight to somewhere. I didn't give you anything specific. Parts unknown, you know. So you got to leave the next morning. And what time's your flight the next morning?
I believe 7:35.
7:35. Okay. All right.
All right. So, hey, George, are you in your hotel now, or are you at the? Yeah, because you're not at the arena until Friday.
No.
Right?
I'm in Dallas right now, laying over. I'm about to jump on this Memphis connection in a few minutes.
Oh, okay. So you're at the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Dallas.
I was going to tell you that if you stay anywhere near where we stay in Memphis, Gus's Fried Chicken is a 1-minute walk.
Well, I'll tell you
Right
this. PJ Carlissimo has apparently a great Italian place that is highly recommended by many people, and that's where we will be having dinner. They will be having dinner by the time I arrive. I will be joining them afterwards.
So, George, are you sitting at a gate right now?
No, I'm at the American Lounge.
Okay, and so you're doing the show, but you're speaking a little softer.
You got a little golf voice.
Like
golf
he's got these
voice.
at the mountain.
Yeah,
Don't
well,
want
I
to
mean,
interrupt
again-
that guy getting peanuts.
Right. I don't want to talk too loud. There's plenty of people here.
So, what are
doing
the
their
eats like in the American Lounge?
thing. They've got some Argentinian empanadas, which are very
Ooh,
nice.
lovely.
Yeah.
Are you a drinker when you're at the airport? Like, you get a glass of Brunello
No.
before you get on the plane?
No. I'm having some coffee because I've been up early, and I had way too much wine last night. But Yeah, and then there's what else, Mace? There's a little hummus plate.
Nice.
And
Little hummus.
there's a guy making fresh guacamole. There you go.
I've never been in one of these clubs. I always wonder
Come
what
on,
goes on in
Mace.
there. I've
Give me a
never been in.
break.
Well,
I've
the
never been in
American-
any of those clubs.
The American Lounge in Dallas, that's a hub for them. That's a really good spot.
I mean, I don't have enough miles. I'm not flying first class. I can't get into that club.
Well, what about instead of tonight going to Steak 48 in Beverly Hills? Why don't you save that money and you'll be able to enter into the club next
I tell
time?
you what, have you been to Steak 48?
I have.
Yeah.
I've got one in my hood. Yeah,
I think this is the right. I've chosen the right restaurant. This place is delicious,
dude. One time we were in there and Rachel and I were having dinner and she's like, I think I want crab legs tonight. And I looked at the menu and the crab legs, these giant king crab legs. I mean, they are literally the size of your legs.
Yep.
And they don't tell you the price. Market price,
Market
right?
price,
MP,
sure.
right? If you go to a fancy restaurant like Steak 48 and it says market price, let me tell you something right now. You're going to need to take out a second mortgage to pay for these crab legs. I think I don't even want to tell you how much I think they were. But the bottom line was they come, she doesn't eat them. Now I realize
She didn't eat them?
She, for some reason, she was like, I wanted them. Now I don't really want them. I'm not really that hungry anymore. I freaking ate them, dude. I'm not going to let them sit there and go to waste. I mean, you have no idea how much these things cost.
Yeah, you should be annoyed that if she says, I want them, then doesn't eat them. That's a lot of money.
Hey, listen, the crab legs, okay, Johnny I could have built 2 houses in Coeur d'Alene
For
the
those
crab
crab
legs
legs?
at Steak
Yeah.
48 in Beverly Hills
Let's do
tonight.
it.
Insane. Mace, what's got you going there tonight?
Just taking a fancy friend to dinner.
You're taking a fancy friend or a fancy friend is taking you?
No, I'm taking a fancy friend to dinner.
Oh,
So
really?
you're picking up the tab.
I'm picking up the tab. Yeah, that's why no desserts.
Okay, that's the rule, no desserts.
And we're not going to drink.
Yeah, that's
No
right.
desserts and no drinking.
No alcohol.
Yeah,
You can,
no
if
alcohol.
no alcohol, you can do okay.
Yeah. No, we're going to split the check, and we're going to I don't drink, so he's going to get more on his bill than I'm going to get on mine. We're going to divide it based on what we order.
Wait a second. Time out. I have a question.
terrible.
You mean to tell me this has already been discussed and talked about?
No, the only thing that's been discussed is I'm buying dinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm never the guy that says, I didn't drink, so I should pay. No, everybody just split the bill. It's 6 ways
Yes.
or whatever it is.
Thank you, Mace.
Yeah.
So when you're saying fancy friend, are you saying like somebody in the entertainment industry,
Yes.
somebody that
Somebody,
works in this
Is
industry?
it someone we've heard of?
Yes.
Do we know this person?
Does everybody on this call know this person?
Yes.
Okay, who is it?
I'm not going to say.
Why not? Why? We all know the person.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, but you know what, Mace?
Why?
Yeah,
Are you
Bergman's
afraid? Are you afraid you're going to come off as
I'm
a snob?
prodding him.
Oh, no, not at all. It's my friend Brian.
Are you having dinner with Cranston?
Oh.
No.
Brian Long.
Different Brian.
My friend Brian Long, who used to be the assistant program director here.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Great guy.
Concepts.
Yeah.
No wonder you're buying dinner.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is a great guy.
Let me ask you guys something since we're all on this call and we got a couple minutes here. Lee Corso announced he's retiring today.
Yeah, 90.
What's his legacy? I think it's one of 2 things. Mace, what do you think his legacy is?
Putting a mascot
That's
head
one
on
of
his
them.
head.
100%.
Greg,
Yep.
what's the other
They're
one?
Putting the mascot head on his.
No, but what would the other one be? George, you'll get it.
No.
What's the other one?
Wasn't he Burt Reynolds' teammate or something like that?
Yeah, he
or?
was. That's what I'm thinking of.
Here it is,
think-
Johnny I. Johnny I, here it is. I'm pointing right now at the camera. I'm
You
holding
got
a
it.
pen in my
Cap's
right
got it.
hand. Here it is. Not so fast, my
Yep.
friend.
Yep. That phrase
Yeah.
he populated. Not so fast, my friend.
Right.
I think he'll get
Well,
credit
and
for that
he was
long after
also-
he's gone.
Yeah, and look, he was the original personality because, that show before him being on it was more of a traditional studio show where he made it a big extravaganza. He was the big personality that they were selling on the most popular studio show maybe of all time. I mean, it's them or NBA, inside the NBA.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 most popular shows in the history of sports.
90.
Yep. What a career.
By
What a
the way,
career.
hey Sedano, I'm watching ESPN.
Me too, Johnny I.
It says John Moran is a game time decision
Uh-oh.
for tomorrow with
Gonna
that
ask him the
sprained
same thing.
ankle.
Yeah.
That would take a lot of drama out of that game. if he
But
can't
Damian
go.
Lillard is cleared of deep thrombosis, taking off blood thinners, so he's
So,
going to play.
John, I was told he's going to play, or
Yeah,
he's
I
going to
think
do
he has
everything in
to.
his power to try. Yeah.
Got to play. As much as he looked like he was hurting the other night when he went down, you got to give him credit because he came back. I think he took a couple of,
Painkillers.
anti-inflammatory. What was it?
Painkillers, yeah.
Yeah, painkillers. And then he went out there and he still had great movement. I mean, you could tell he was hurting, but he was still out there playing. So, I mean, he got to play. Although I will say this, I am rooting
Dallas
for Dallas.
is going to win that game.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
Hey, I got an idea.
No, stop it, Mace. Where are you going?